Hey guys, and welcome to our first episode of Free Parking.
You know, I wanted to talk us to, see the 50 Shades of Green of...
50 Shades, mate. You look like Green Lantern.
We just didn't hit record. It's like we pretend we didn't hit record, but we do. And then this is the conversation we're having.
I did say screamed out the window.
No.
And you ops want to hit a lick on that.
It's good. Like, you finish an episode and you go back to each other's houses and it's just
And
like,
kick
you
back,
see more
yeah.
family and it's just like...
That's mad.
Yeah, I was so iffy with the vision. I was like... Oh,
The whole idea of like dreaming, you know, like...
yeah.
It's a mood. Just kids use drugs responsibly.
Like, if you're gonna keep thinking, oh, I need to be perfect before I even start it, like, you'll never start. Like,
Dogs.
Dogs. Now, oh mate, name's Rayhan, but you can call me Razor Ray, mate, if you like.
Yeah, mate, here guys going. Yeah, like just... Actually, like, I met Rayvo when I was a baby, but then like we like some things happened and I didn't meet like my family till like I was like 16, was it, or something like that.
You're growing up with people that are drug addicts. Some guy with his whole hand cut open, and he's holding the door with one hand, trying to stop the murderer from coming out of the house.
You just said dirty. That sounds like a junkie.
I want my burger to be dirty. A dirty burger.
Nah, you look like you like the enjoy the dirty bird.
You dirty dog.
They're like, oh, I haven't had food in days. Like, and then there's in the distance, there's Red Rooster and there's Domino's. Alright. Hey guys, and welcome to our first episode of Free Parking. My name is Cody.
I'm Weebren, whichever one you want to call.
Yeah, this is episode 1 as of right now. But yeah, this is
It's
like
our first recording.
yeah, first recording. So yeah, I'm super excited.
We've got 2 guests on today. The boys down from Talking Trophies.
Yes, sir.
The man himself, Mr. Rayvo, Rayhan.
How you going?
It's an honor. It's an honor to have you on.
It's a pleasure to be here, boys.
And the
of
second
course,
half of Talking Trophies, the Fresh Prince of Burnt City,
Yeah, mate, how's it doing? Hope you guys having a good time.
Damien, mate.
Oh, thanks for coming on, guys. We appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us, boys.
It's-
Appreciate
yeah.
it.
Love, man.
No, yeah. I think like, used to when we were brainstorming people that we wanted to have on, yous are like up there. They're like, you guys are a big reason why we started.
You're
You know,
an
it's
inspiration to all the young kids.
I don't want to get all gooey and stuff, but it's like, honestly, it's just, you know, when you see people like kind of, you know, doing what they want to do, like you guys are podcasting, I'm like, hey, we can do that too. Like, I've always wanted to try it out. So yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, bro, it's calm, man.
Yeah.
So-
Love, bro. Appreciate it.
Anyone that's watching on YouTube, especially because this is our first episode,
Yeah.
they might wonder why Rayvo's got some funny glasses on.
50 Shades of Green.
That's just his.
You know the
I don't know
vibes,
why.
mate,
I don't know why you came in this outfit. Like, what was your decision making today?
I just wanted something different, you know. You know what? I wanted to talk us to, see the 50 Shades of Green of the great Rayvo, Rockstar Rayvo.
50 Shades, mate. You look like Green Lantern.
Nah,
You know
well,
the vibes.
since this is the first episode, I guess we got to explain. We're doing a little mathletics type inspired thing. Getting the timer out, seeing these guys if they're good at their maths, having a quick competition, and we're gonna have our leaderboard up here with all the time.
Yeah, we're keeping track. It's like Top Gear, but we don't have a racetrack, so we have to do
So we
athletics.
got basic maths. So
Yeah.
10 questions. See how you go, mate.
Yeah. So the rules are you have 10 questions. If you get a question wrong, you can't move on to the next question until you get it right. And you have to complete all 10 questions, and then the time that you finish all 10 in
If
is
you get-
Can we get any like
Phone a friend.
phone a friend or
oh yeah, you
multiple
can.
choice?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, sweet.
Hey,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you like,
I don't know, I'm a bit wrecked.
if you
that's
don't
why.
know how to do the question, like you can just forfeit if you want. Like not
Nah,
applicable.
you can
no
just get it.
time.
You
Yeah.
go first.
You can just forfeit.
Nah,
you get
go
a
first.
DNF.
You can just forfeit.
Let him go
DNF
first. Let him go
Forfeit.
first.
Who wants to go first?
You
Nah,
go
he
first.
wants to go
Nah,
first.
nah,
Wait,
you
but
go
go
first.
first.
sorry, you didn't. So they're dressed up because that's their characters in athletics, right?
Yeah.
So I'm dressed up as a Rockstar Rayvo. And I think he's dressed up as Sheikh Damien.
Brother Damien from Canberra.
Come to spread the word, the good word.
Alright, yeah. So we do have these Polaroid pictures. They're pretty cool. And those are what's gonna go up. I don't know if did I explain that already?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a
Yeah,
leaderboard.
leaderboard.
Sorry.
You got it, bro.
Rookies.
It's alright, first time, son.
Alright, who's first then?
He's going
I'll go
first.
first.
You
Yeah.
got it?
I got it, man.
Alright, the
can I
time
say?
start the time actually when after I've read the first question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you get it wrong, I'm just gonna read the question again. You're gonna have to.
Just say no because. Oh, okay. No, say it again.
I'll just read the same question.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Alright, say less.
All right.
Okay.
So your time will start after the first question has
Yeah.
been read. Are you ready?
Yeah. I got it.
Okay. 5 plus 4.
9,
6 minus 3.
3,
2 plus 8.
10.
7 plus 8.
Huh?
7 plus 8.
15.
6 minus 1.
5.
5 plus 9.
16. I was gonna say 11, bro.
5 plus 9.
Oh, 14.
Yeah.
My bad.
7 minus 2.
5.
6 plus 6.
12.
7 minus 6.
1.
8 plus 5.
13.
Done.
Oi. Okay. All right. We'll keep that. We'll keep that.
What's the time?
Nah, nah, nah,
Come on,
nah,
bro.
nah.
I need some
write it down.
motivation.
Yeah,
You
write
have
it
to tell
down,
us the-
write
you
it
have to
down.
tell us the time.
Hey, this is our show.
Alright, okay.
Man, it's not talking trophies here. Big
I wanna
boy.
know.
Who
I
do
wanna
you
know what
think
I'm
you are,
I wanna
man?
know
Who
what
do you
I'm
think you
Doesn't
are?
matter. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Hey,
You
it's,
got it.
it's definitely beatable, okay?
Alright,
You can
let's
do
go.
it. Come
Oh,
on.
sweet ass. Definitely beatable, man.
Let's go.
Oh, sorry.
I have
bro.
seen.
Should've
I've seen
been-
worse.
should've been
I've
smarter,
seen
bro.
worse. But all right.
Alright, let's go. Wait.
All right. Your time.
Wait.
Need a deep breath.
Deep breath. Actually, wait, let me drink the coffee.
Yeah. Get
Get a bit of
get in the zone now.
Fire.
Lock
Why didn't
in.
I get this pep talk before I started? Get in the zone, Damien. I was just
Alright.
like, yeah, you go first.
Let's go.
Okay, ready?
3, 2, right.
No, wait, you don't say it. Relax, stay. Say it. Go.
All right. Your time starts at the end of the first question.
Alright.
6 plus 8.
14.
7 plus 9.
16.
4 minus 3.
1.
2 plus 6.
8.
6 minus 2.
4.
4 plus 6.
10.
6 plus 8.
14.
7 minus 1.
6.
9 minus 4.
5.
5 minus 3.
2.
Done.
All right.
Was that bad?
All right.
Nah, come on, bro. What? Come on.
Did you get the time?
Huh?
Did you write it down
Yeah.
so I can clear this?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You can take your costumes off now if you want.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's on top of the leaderboard?
Hey, before we say the times, I just want to say you guys fought valiantly. You did a very good job. I think you guys should be proud of yourself, no matter the result.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put the leaderboard up now, or are you gonna?
No, we'll write it down. Okay.
Yeah,
You,
alright.
you write it down. Here's the times.
All right. So in
The first contestant, Mr. Damien himself.
Yeah.
all right, your time was 31 seconds.
17 milliseconds.
Yeah, 31:17. That was your
Come
time.
on, man.
What do you think, Rayvo?
Baby did it in half.
What?
You
Huh?
did it in like half.
Guys,
that.
I reckon I did it in. I reckon roughly it took me about 20 seconds. Less than 20 seconds, maybe even.
Hey, you're pretty spot on, to be honest.
What'd I get?
19 seconds and 13 milliseconds, mate.
19:13.
So
That makes you.
you're the best. You got the best score so far.
That's it. You're on top of the.
You're the
on-
smartest math.
GG, Kaz.
Sorry.
Kaz, you know what I mean, man.
All right. Well,
I
that's
love
it. Thanks for
athletics,
coming.
That's it. That's the show's
That's
over.
the show?
Oh,
That's
sweet.
the
Show's
show?
done.
All right. Thanks for coming.
We'll see you next week on Free Park.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to. You
Pin
have to
him
try
up.
again maybe in the future. I'll
pins
pin
are
him up
there.
right now.
So let's just say, hypothetically, let's just say in the future I come back on in like 10 years. Can I do that? Beat my record?
Yeah, you can try beat your record. Someone might have beat it already. Like, by
Already
the
did
time.
someone beat it?
No, I'm saying there might be.
Cuz,
isn't
they're
there
talking
a
about in the
lead-
future.
Isn't there a leaderboard?
This is it.
This is our board, or whatever. I don't know, leader board.
Well, the first
board
one's up.
leader. Yeah,
Hey, what's this made of? Because it ain't going in.
it's a cork board.
Yeah, I know you like my maths, guys.
Hey, you're a uni student though.
Did you play
Huh?
as like when you were young?
Yeah, I
Hey,
remember my
do you want
school used
me
to
to-
make me play.
Do you want me to give you your award?
What is it? You're gonna act, yeah, Andy. Oh boy.
Oh man. Well, that was fun. I don't know, I don't know if that was actually gonna work out, but I think it's pretty cool, right? I think when we get more people, it'll be more competitive. So,
It'll be stacked.
but you're on top, so that's alright.
I want to come back and beat it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you're coming back on.
I think that's more. Yeah,
We'll see if the
Well-
if the audience likes you or not, and they will decide if you come back.
yeah. You guys decide.
Because like we're dealing with you now, so we'll see how
That's
it
what
goes.
it is.
No, that's alright.
All right. So let's get to know the boys from Talking Trophies, huh? Have you talked about your guys' relationship on Talking Trophies? Do they know like?
Right. I don't think we even speak much. To be honest, I don't even speak. We don't speak.
It's
much
nothing
about
about
Actually,
you.
well,
ourselves,
wait.
like-
First off, I think for those of you who don't know what Talking Trophies is, guys, what do you do? What is Talking Trophies?
Alright, so talking trophies, man. It's like it's in the name. So, you know, we're in a city called Melbourne. Melbourne's probably like I'd say hands down the best city in the world.
Amen.
So like yeah, like to be honest, I think we have a lot of talent in Melbourne. I think there's like so many people, so many good people that you can have conversations with, and I think everyone's got an inner trophy within them. And I think we just talk to like people that are just killing it in the scene, and so we just give them a platform where people can talk, platform where people can promote what they do, and just shine a light on, I suppose, areas. That's from me. What about you guys?
Yeah. I feel like the idea was that at the start, and then we just ended up like having fun with it, just taking the piss. To be honest, we're just like, you know what? Because most of the time we don't even like. Most of the stuff we do is like spontaneous. Like besides the interviews, like giving people the platform, we have like a segment called "Get Around It," where they actually show off what they do, and like for that, when we do interviews, like our main goal, is to make that person we're interviewing look the best they can possibly be. Like, you know what I mean? Like whenever I interview someone, like me and my cousin interview, we like sit down with them, we talk about what they do, we talk about the process, we get to know them a bit, and then we're like, all right, we love what you do, you know? And then they show it off and get around it, so we can give like the viewers an insight on what they do. But then after that, we just do other stuff like vlogs, we do Q&As, we just have fun with it, do stuff like that on the side. That's more of us just taking like the piss out of it, just having fun, to be honest. And like for example, we do a couple. You're gonna see it in season 2. I feel like we open up a bit more, so you get to know a bit more of us. But to be honest, like it's like more of a like putting people on the platform here. So like I feel like coming on this podcast, we're gonna talk. You're gonna get to know us a bit more. Yeah, like you're gonna see the side of us like behind the camera.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome. That's what I think this is all about. Kind of like we just want to, whoever we've got on, like pretty much like what we were doing before. We rocked up and then we just didn't hit record. It's like we pretend we didn't even hit record, but we do. And then this is the conversation we're having.
Yeah.
That's so.
Well, yeah, like you actually like we've always done creative stuff. Like I feel like most people like they like doing creative stuff, but I think it's good as well. You're like one of the first people like in our like group of friends that actually is doing something. So it is like
and doing well as well. Like you guys are killing it. You guys are what I last time I checked, your followers on IG, you were like killing it. You like over.
Like 900. Like we're almost in the K. We're almost there. Road to the K. But like, yeah, it grew rapidly. I think like, especially when we started talking. I suppose on like we had some like political stuff to talk about, but not even like it was super political. It was just our experience and point of view on things. And like,
well, you had the first. It was like the North Flats when they got shut down.
Yeah.
So you were like first hand like experienced it.
Yeah.
You had like knowledge that like most people didn't really have, or the insight that other people didn't have. So it was good to see.
Man, we're inside. Yeah, we're inside the buildings and stuff, and we're just like, yo, because I felt like at that time I remember like bro, people just ranting and stuff. And to be honest, we didn't even want to do it that episode. It was like because we already had so what we do is we pre-record our whole season. Yeah. And then I called my cousin and I'm like, hey, cuz, I got a crazy idea. Let's do this. We're in the flats right now. Let's make an episode on it. And then, bro, pretty much we just started talking our talk, you know, and then we even got Adam Bandon on it. He's like a political, like, Greens. He's in the Greens party.
Jeez, yeah.
Bro, you want to know how I got it? So I was at home and there was like news media outlets outside. And I was at home, I'm just like, bro, I'm going to make an episode today for it. And then Adam Bandit was downstairs. Bro, you know what I did? I opened the window. Oh, Adam! I did say screamed out the window. I'm on the third, I'm on like my level, whatever my level is. Yeah. I'm going to keep it confidential just in case any ops want to hit a lick on that area. But I'm like, hey, Adam, you want to jump? I'm like, I got a show. You want to jump on? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. I'm going to message you on IG. Check your IG message. And I just DM'd him. Replied back. I told him, can you send me a video? Send me a video. I got kids in the area to send me a video of like their experience, and I just and then me and my cousins talked, and our cameraman Sean, and yeah, we just did the episode like that, like just everything spontaneous. Like, it's just like we just think on the spot. Like people think like there's a whole like creative aspect to it, but we're just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Everything's for fun for us. Like we just
And that's
do
when
it.
you get the best sort of content, right? Like it's when you're not pre-planning something, or when you're not trying to make something like force it to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like, he'll just hit me up. Hey, this is happening in the city this day. Let's go and make an episode out of it. Or like it's really spontaneous and really just happens out of the blue.
Yeah.
It's good as well because like with me and Cody, we've been friends since year 1, so like we've known each other a long time, but we're like both really bad at like catching up with each other in terms of like organizing shit as well.
Yeah.
So like just doing this, like I'm happy like just we just catch up and like have an excuse to see each other, have something
facts,
to do and that. So it's probably the same with you guys. Like you interact more, like hang out more and that. Like
for sure. Yeah, it's nice, and it's because it's family too.
Yeah,
We're like so me and Damien are first cousins.
Yeah.
So my mum and his dad are siblings.
Mm.
And then our cameraman is also our first cousin.
Oh wow.
So all our parents are all siblings.
Yeah.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just family. We're just doing it. We just kick back, have a laugh.
Yeah.
So it's
And it's good. Like, you finish an episode and you go back to each other's houses, and it's just
And
like
kick
you
back,
see more
yeah.
family, and it's just like
That's mad.
it's chill. It's the vibes.
So it just comes easy. Like it's just like you didn't have to like find someone to try and make this creative idea happen. You're just like, this is my idea. Like let's roll with it, kind of.
Yeah.
thing.
Well, actually, I remember like Rayvo. He came to me. It was about like 2 years ago, was it? It's like 2 years ago, in like end of the year. 2 years ago, in like December or something, near the end of the year. And he goes, "Yo, I got this idea," and he's like, "It's gonna go crazy." And I was like, at the start, I was so iffy. Remember, I was like, I'll suss it. Like,
it was
I was always down.
ages ago that he wanted to do a podcast type thing. Like for a while, he's been planning it. I know.
Yeah. So like, I was automatically as my cousin, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm down. But I was so iffy with the vision. I was like, I don't know. Just as that first episode came, it was like, let's suss it out. But then like after we started dropping episodes, it was just like the ball just got rolling, and it got bigger. Like people was like, I was in the city like the other day. I had someone come up to me. They're like, "Oh, I love your show," and I was like, I thought they said they love my shirt. I'm like, yeah, like this is a cool shit. She's like, no, show, like talking trophy.
No way,
She's like, I saw the sticker at the bottom of my flat, and she's like, I searched you guys up. And then she was like, "Oh, like what you guys doing is crazy. This is that. I watch it all the time. Like it's good, something to like occupy people." So, yeah, man.
Oh, good stuff, guys. Like honestly, it's just
blessed.
Yeah, it's so cool to hear like people that have. And I was thinking about this as well. Like I think me and Weibo kind of went through it when we were coming up with ideas of what we wanted to do. But it's like even before we went through with the podcast, it's like the whole idea of like dreaming. You know, like dreaming as in like thinking about an idea that might not be realistic or not, but like having to like follow through with it. I think like that is so, I don't know, it's like it's so hard to, for some people it comes easy, but for other people it kind of comes hard, like, oh, this is a dream that, you know, I'm probably not gonna be able to do for whatever reason, like I have to work or I have other responsibilities. But like the fact that like for me personally, I knew I had to kind of work through that and be like, no, I'm just gonna do it, because if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. And I'm not doing it to try and make something like to make success. I'm doing it because this is awesome. This is fun.
Yeah, it's
you know?
dope, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Even me, man, to be honest, when I started it, so I'm a very like goal orientated person. Before I do like Monday to Friday, if you know me Monday to Friday, right, like even ask Rayvo, this guy, like I'm on like my own grind. Friday to Saturday, I'm free. That's all I can say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The standard, you know the vibes. But Monday to Friday, like I'm very goal oriented person. Everything I do in my life is like, even before I started Talk Trophies, even before I asked him, you know what I'm like? I literally wrote myself, I think it was like a 500-600 word portfolio on like, okay, these are my goals, these are my visions. Okay, I want to get this. And like, even before, I'm like, even potential host, I had like people on the names, you know, I had my Kazi, I had other people on. And then I'm like, okay, this person's not going to commit, cross them out. So I did all of this on my own. And then guys, I'm
trying so hard not to laugh.
I'm like, I'm looking, guys, and I'm hearing the sound on my left. I'm like, bro, I'm like, someone's making noise on the left.
Should have seen the way he was doing it.
Oh, my Lord.
You're talking. I was like,
bro, I was looking at you, and I'm like, God, this guy's dying at something.
Bro, me and Damien was like laughing in the middle of it. So.
I was dying.
No way.
For people, for people that are watching, this was the first episode, but like Jay, he's our cameraman, our like producer, and he's behind the scenes. And you first you hit your head on the rock.
Yeah, there's not behind the cameras. There's not much space to work with. So
And he's like crawling on the floor,
we're trying to
checking the
talk,
camera.
Fuck.
and
You
he's
should
on
get a camera
like
there.
all
You
fours.
should have a camera facing that way.
A BTS camera.
They'd say you should have.
We
something
need a
like-
J-
Oh, man, Jay
Yeah,
doesn't,
you need
Jay
the
doesn't
camera.
like being on camera.
No,
That's
we need a J camera.
Yeah.
We do need
Yeah.
I
one.
reckon.
J
Or
cam.
like a GoPro from your perspective,
Yeah.
at least, you know. If,
point of view.
J cam. Call
yeah,
it J cam.
J cam, bro.
Oh,
J
man.
cam.
But what was I saying again? I forgot what I was talking about.
Just
Some,
a goal.
goal,
Yeah. No,
goal
it was
orientated.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, sweet. And I'm like, oh, what do I want to do? And then, because I've always wanted to do something. I'm pretty creative. I'm a very creative person.
Yeah.
Like I can think about. I'm a spontaneous creative person. Like I'll think of an idea on the spot. Even when I'll tell you something like, hey, this is a crazy idea. Do this. You know what I mean? Like that's how I've always been. So with that, I wrote stuff like a 500-page thing. I'm like, by the end of season 1, I'm gonna have this many followers. By the end of the thing, I want to get this many views. We're gonna do a transfer to this. Like I had this all written down. And then pretty much before I hit him up, I'm like, okay, this is the goals. And originally the goals for Talking Trophies was like, by the end of season 1, get 200 followers. That's it. I'm like, I want this show to be about, it's not even a podcast to be honest. I don't even know what it's called right now. It got to a point where it's like, I don't even know if it's a podcast or it's a thing. We're just having fun with
What's
it.
going with it?
But like, I remember I'm like, yo, I'm going to have 200 followers. And I'm like, that's my goal for season 1. And I'm just going to be only friends.
You smashed that as well.
Yeah, I was like, oh, friends, let them enjoy it. Bro, I had some randoms hitting me up like, yo, we love your show, blah, blah, blah. And it's nice hearing it. I'm like hearing it from them and stuff. Hearing, kids in the area. I remember one time, like, one of the boys from my area, he came out of prison. And he's like, Kazi, I was watching Talking Trophies when I was locked up. One of the security guys hooked me up with, like, to watch it on their phone. I'm like, Kaz, that's crazy.
That is
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I even got one guy, like a lot of, like, I realized one thing I learned was a lot of our viewers, or like there's a percentage of our viewers that love getting high and watching it before they go to sleep. That's one of the things. Like,
It's a mood.
just kids use drugs responsibly. Just make sure it's a recreation.
Use
use as well.
responsibly. Don't use drugs, man.
Oh no, sorry. My bad. Don't use drugs. But if you are using drugs, use drugs responsibly.
And if you feel like you may be getting towards an addiction stage, get help.
Yeah.
Who's getting help from who? Who you getting help from, cuz?
Cuz, get help. Just get help. Go to hospital or something.
Like what?
Why did you
I thought
wait,
it sounded good.
Wait, don't wait. You
No
stopped-
drugs, yeah?
You
My bad.
wait, you stopped like mid story just to like face the camera. Yeah. Hey, just so you guys know, use drugs. Use drugs
It came out the wrong
responsibly.
way. Don't use drugs, but if you are using drugs, use drugs responsibly.
Okay.
I think that's alright.
I think they
That's
understand.
alright, yeah,
I think they
understand.
got it.
Yeah.
I almost spat my water out. I swear to God, I was.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. One thing as well. I don't know if you experience the same thing, but like when we were setting this setup, like trust me, like it looks good. I think it looks good at the moment, but I was like wanted everything to be perfect all the time as well.
Yeah.
I think the thing is when you want to start something up, you just got to do it. Like you're always gonna be getting better. Like I know your video editing, like from the start, is like so like 10 times, 100 times better than it was then.
Yeah.
But like you're never gonna like if you're gonna keep thinking, oh, I need to be perfect before I even start it. Like you'll never start. Like you'll never get to the point. You're always gonna be improving. So like it's hard to hit that point where it's like you think you're good enough now. So you like the best advice I reckon is just start, just go ahead with it.
Yeah,
And
that's
like,
what we struggled with. I mean, because we're both perfectionists.
Yeah.
In the sense that we're like, okay, this is the vision we have. We need this right now. Like we need this exactly how it is in our heads. And like this guy is a super creative person, and I like things to be proper. And so it took us so long to even get like our microphones, our recordings, and like we weren't testing recordings and stuff until we had like everything else. And I think like to run a podcast, you can literally just have like a microphone and that's it.
not even you can record like on your phone.
Literally, yeah.
If you really want it.
Yeah. But I don't think we wasted a lot of time, but like we definitely could have started a lot earlier. And that's the thing, like you just need to do it, like you just need to go through with it.
Because you're going to improve anyways.
Exactly right, yeah.
Like, if you look at the start of our videos, and remember that even like the Tommy Film one, there was like an audio issue, there was all this.
wind, everything. Like we didn't. But I suppose it's part of the process.
You're
man.
always gonna look back on your old stuff and be like, oh, this was like a rookie mistake. Like, why was I doing this?
But you actually want that. You want errors to be in your videos. You want that. If it's perfect from the start, then like, my stomach's going hard right now. But it's like, but by the way,
was that your
hey,
stomach?
like he's had a
yeah,
That
bro.
was loud.
That was-
What the-
yeah.
Was that your, nah, that wasn't your stomach, Cal. Don't lie, like,
stomach.
People's in the house.
The
Bro, you just dropped
KFC,
one, yeah? You
the
just dropped
KFC,
one.
bro. We just had KFC, and man, KFC does something weird to my stomach, cuz.
It's all that supercharged. That times
Right.
5 supercharged.
Times 5
nah, he
supercharged.
didn't get that.
No,
though,
but I
right?
get pepper mayo, supercharged, and cheese, and I'm lactose, so the dairy.
Yeah, you just cop it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I think there's a few people in our family lactose, yeah?
I am as well. I only
that's
just
fine.
realized like probably like less than a year ago.
Me, I think I'm lactose too, but I don't care. I still
Because
have
I heard like apparently 2/3 of people are all lactose or something.
What?
Yeah, probably to some extent.
Yeah,
So maybe not, some people are severe.
According to who?
What's that? Yeah, who's your source?
Yeah.
I heard it somewhere. I don't
What
know.
a-
Oh, you heard it?
This
Yeah.
guy's
All
an
right.
Nah,
Air
hey,
raid,
I'm telling you,
Search it up, man. Search it up.
That's cat.
2020, everyone's 2021, everyone's making it on facts.
Hey,
now,
you know,
man.
you know where you know where he got it from? He got it from his source.
Well, imagine these people. They're listening to the podcast, just in their headphones and shit. They just hear this.
We'll have a warning headphones.
Hey, is
Nah,
it
we
put
won't.
this on like Spotify and stuff, or like
Yeah, we're gonna chuck it on there.
like audio, yeah, as well.
Yeah.
We have to figure that out, I think.
I looked it up like on Google. I don't think it's too hard. Like you just have to apply, and you get like
Yeah.
they'll review it as long as your file is like good and everything. There's no copyrighted stuff in it. Then they'll approve it, and then like you should be sweet setting it up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too hard to get onto there.
I
Like
don't
it
know, I
seems
was
more
thinking-
professional though. Like
I was thinking for like Air Raid, we might put it on
Yeah.
Spotify if we ever do it again. Kazi, I think the TV. Oh no, it's alright. So season 1 finished of Talking Trophies.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm like, oh, we're still in lockdown. So we're still stage 4, everyone's at home. And I'm like, you know what, let's keep providing content for the viewers. And then we decided to do, I'm like, I called this guy on the day we recorded there, the first ever Air Raid we did. I'm like, hey, I'm going to call some homeboys and we just talk smack. Because I've got a lot of friends that wanted to actually jump on Talking Trophies and talk. So I'm like, you know what, bro, why not get the boys on, have a laugh, even, you know, some girlfriends and stuff.
It's a great opportunity.
You know what I mean? I'm like, they've wanted to be on talk. If people want to be on Talk Trophies, let's just make it open for anyone. So pretty much, I'm like, let's just have something called Air Raid. And for people that don't know what Air Raid means lying. So when you say, hey, you're air raiding, you're lying pretty much.
Yeah.
talking out your ass.
So it's like, yeah, and then so we just decided doing that, and we just got a bunch of friends on. Even Rayvo jumped on.
Yeah, I
on one
remember I missed
episode.
it. You asked me like a couple times, and I
a
was
few
like,
times, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he came
But
on
like I
twice.
couldn't making it. I was like working or
Yeah,
something.
but he jumped on twice too, and then
Yeah.
even Damien jumped on for most of it. But yeah, we just did that, and every week what we do is we do something similar to this, but over Zoom. So we sit down for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, legit.
We'd go through like just 5-6 topics, and then by the end of it, everyone picks their top 3,
and that
and then
gets
that's
messed
the one
up.
gets puts up. And but most of the time it's just like we're just talking smack.
Yeah.
It's just useless talk. It's just talking amongst friend of nonsense. Like
Yeah.
we went through I think by the end of all the Air Raid we did like I think 10 weeks was it of Air Raid?
Yeah, we did
We
like
probably
10
went through
weeks.
like 90 topics.
Jeez. You're kidding me.
Yeah. I was just talking smack on all the topics.
Just
Yeah.
anything that's relevant, really. You always bring.
Anything, bro, just nonsense.
So where did the topics come from? Was that just like whatever was
Straight
going
off
on?
my
Right,
head,
I
man.
literally-
We'd sit there and just talk and
So while the Zoom starts,
Yeah.
all of us join the Zoom, I'd literally think of topics off the top of my head. On the spot. Hey, this. And then he'd introduce some of the topics and I introduce some of the topics. And we just go through it.
Easy.
That's
Was
insane.
that?
Yeah. That's actually it's such a good idea because there's not much thought. There's not much prep. You just
Yeah.
pretty much get everyone together and then press
Yeah.
record. I guess. Yeah.
legit. Like it was just call people up, come up with topics and just talk. Kind of like this. Imagine if this was just on Zoom and we're just talking. You're just asking questions out there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's just open questions with anyone's answer, anyone's opinion, and yeah, give them the platform to talk it.
Yeah. And then we ended up copying backlash, as you know.
Yeah, that was a
topic,
shit, bro.
yeah, bro, that was a crazy shit.
Dogs.
Yeah, dogs. Nah, but dead set.
Hey,
like,
they're gonna watch you, so don't give us.
they're
backlash
probably,
now.
yeah, you're
Come
probably
on.
gonna get bad publicity for this, I reckon, bro. But
Don't shoot the messenger.
Nah, bro.
please.
what you say it again?
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, it was just like, so what happened was pretty much, we was on the episode as well, and we
I
just
didn't say
brought up.
nothing there.
no one said nothing. Just we'll go through it.
But
But
you said the worst stuff.
Hey, just to be clear, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
The stuff that's actually didn't make the cut that we both said.
We're lucky you got cut out.
No, I'm
man.
playing.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
but like so one of the topics was, can you call someone out for catfishing them?
Yeah.
But it was like it was all guys as well. So pretty much what happened was the question went out and everyone just started talking, and then I said something about, so there was this, I made a TikTok. So the 2 weeks before that TikTok I made a TikTok about what's good about Melbourne guys. I'm like, brassies, this, that. If you don't know, you know what brassy means?
No, I got no idea.
Brassy means junkie.
Okay. Wait, but that's a good thing about Melbourne. Is that just...
Yeah, it's banter. I'm being sarcastic. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Like
banter.
cliches, like
you know what I
the-
mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
This,
I got
that.
you.
And I made something like that. And then people were replying to that TikTok like, he dogged the boys, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know? And then I'm like, the next week, anyways, I made a TikTok and I'm like, good things about Melbourne girls. And I just did ... As banter, because I made one for guys, I made one for girls, you know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
Anyway, some girl commented on it saying, not him looking like that. Saying something, talking like that. Anyways, then I was telling the boys, I went on a profile, and I'm like, I wanted to say something about her appearance too, because she said something about my appearance.
Okay.
But I'm like, obviously, being like the guy I am, I'm not gonna say it. So all I was saying was my thought process, like what I was thinking in my head. I was just saying it loud. I'm like, I'm not gonna say that. It's not respectful, you know what I mean? I'll just be the bigger man and just leave the comment as it is. And then my homeboy went off, and he's like, yo, you can't hold back, blah blah blah. And then he just spoke about like girls and stuff, you know, it's like guys holding back for girls, and then he just went off, and we just like we just sat down, let him speak. We're just like, yeah, you know what I mean, it's his opinion, right? It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna stop someone from saying their opinion, whether it's right or wrong.
And the thing is, like, we don't want to cut him off either. Like,
yeah,
just like,
it wasn't like it was. I think even though like the context of it was so informal. Like, imagine going to a comedy club and a guy. I'll give you an example. If you go to a comedy club, you're a comedian. Yeah, and the first person sitting on the front is a black guy. Will the comedy guy, like comedian, not make a joke about a black guy? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I get what you mean.
like,
yeah.
and it's not like he's gonna say, this brother might, you know, he might say something about a thing, and he'd be like, but he's not saying it out of like ill, of like, you know what I mean, like in an ill way, like I hate black people, blah blah blah. He just said it like out of the context because he's at a comedy club. It's a better banter, and I felt like he even said it that way, even though it shouldn't have been said, maybe, but like. I think the way he said it was just out of context.
Yeah.
And then what happened was people got offended by that. So a lot of girls got offended by it.
Okay.
And they're saying, you guys are giving platforms for people to speak like this, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just like, I saw what they meant by it, like why we're doing this. But like, you could go expect to gain benefit out of a show called Air Raid.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a show called Lying. You're going to, it's not meant to benefit anyone, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, that's sort of the whole charm of what you're going for.
Yeah, so you're just saying, like, it was wrong what was said, but anyways, after that, it just got way too escalated. Some girls, like, people that even, like, I've known for long, they just started publicly, like, criticizing, and they, wanted to, like, try labeling me as a misogynist and stuff. I laughed it off anyways. Me and this guy were just taking, like, when we saw the comments and stuff, bro, we were taking the piece out of it. We were just crying, bro. Yeah, like, I wasn't taking it personally because, like, obviously, I don't believe I'm not a misogynist, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, I don't really care, you know? It's just like, whatever, they can chuck that label around. But, Jay, don't play with the camera. And they gave But, after that, like, so it got too far. Yeah. So, it started making, like, a lot of people were talking about it, blah, blah, blah.
Making stories.
Like making stories and stuff.
Like, yeah, making Instagram stories.
Parents, bro, they were telling parents. We're grown adults and they're telling their parents, like, and they're trying to come to my parents and tell my parents, like, it's like something bad. Like, and like, I even showed my mom the episode. She's like, bro, she's like, you boys are just stupid. You know what I mean? She's like,
just talking.
It's just talking.
It's just,
It's like, you know, and then one girl actually, like, I had a friend that was trying to get into, like, a good schooling course, like, really big course. Anyways, so some girl, I can't remember. I think she's Palestinian or something. Some Palestinian girl. She's just like, she said something about saying, oh, we should send this to his university and think what they think, see what they believe about his thoughts on being on a panel such as this. So they were willing to destroy his, like, and he's been working to get into this course his whole life. They were willing to do that. He didn't even say nothing wrong. He was just on it, one of them, and they wanted to, like, jeopardize that for him. That girl, she wanted to, like, send an email to the uni, send them the video, so she can ruin his whole schooling. Something he's been working on for the last 6 years. And this guy's been grinding to be on in this. She wanted to do that.
And he didn't even say nothing, yeah?
He must have broke her heart crazy, cuz. What'd he do?
No, he didn't. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it was something personal or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, damn, bro. And like, and she's, mind you, I'm like 5. She was Palestinian too. I'm like, God damn, 23 years I've been saying free Palestine, and this is how they treat me. God damn, bro. They want to do this to me. But yeah, man, we just went through it. We had a laugh. But like, I don't know. We learned from it. You know what I mean? We learned that people are going to take offense to it. But I'd probably say, from my part, like the people I reckon I feel bad for and apologize for was like people that have been supporting us from day one. And they're like, yo, like a lot of people came to me, like they've been supporting our show. They've been thinking, they were messaging me. And these are people out here sharing my thing, sharing my, like our videos, you know what I mean? They're putting it on there every week, showing love, tagging us. And they're like to us, look, man, I'll be honest with you. I feel like you and your cousin, you guys shouldn't have gotten too into it and carried away by it. Do you know what I mean? So one thing I learned was like, and the thing is, I looked through it and I realized, bro, these people aren't even like following us, bro.
Yeah.
So they're not even following us. They're not even sharing our views. They don't even support us. And they want us to listen to, like, you know what I mean? They want to demonize us, this.
And
so
we're catering it for them.
And then we catered an episode for them. And I feel like that was probably, to be honest, that was my biggest mistake. And like, I feel like me and my cousin's biggest mistake for doing that. Like, we catered to them. We got so into that. And like, I'd probably say I apologize probably like, to the viewers that have been supporting us from day one. And like, from that now on, I'm going to learn. Like, I feel like I learned as a learning experience. And I feel like Damien too is like, we're going to like, our main focus now is our viewers, our supporters.
Yeah.
If you don't support us, you don't think, I don't care what you say anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's my view.
Yeah.
If for the supporters that have been viewing us, that have been pushing our stuff from like day one, that's our main intention. Like, and people that jump on board and support us, whatever you say, message us. If you feel like we did something wrong, message us. I'll listen to you. But if you're not following us, you are viewing our stuff.
Then
I'm not letting your opinion impact us.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like it's almost like this. The idea is, and I kind of think this is what I'm thinking about with what we're doing here. Like, we're gonna put content out into the internet.
Yeah.
Right. And we're doing it for our reasons, because it's fun, because we want to give people something that they can like relate to. We know all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it goes out to the internet, and then whoever wants to see it sees it, and whatever they want to do with it, or however they interpret it, like, that's on them, And
yeah, exactly.
And it's like, you're not going to make everyone happy, unfortunately. Like, there's always going to be different opinions and stuff, and like it kind of, honestly, like, hearing that story, it's kind of just like saying, hey, just be careful of this, because like,
it just heads up, be careful.
The bigger you grow, you're gonna get hate, like, regardless. Like,
and
people,
you can't avoid that.
No one thinks all the same. Like, not everyone has the same brain, they don't have the same thoughts, and like, you're gonna have some people that oppose you, like, you have different opinions to you, and they're gonna express it usually. But I think it's those voices, that people that like take offense, they're the loudest, because like, say like I watch all your stuff, I like it all, but like, I'm not commenting every time, but like, then all the comments you see, like, people like, usually they're offended or something, and then they'll put a comment and it just stands out,
Yeah.
Because all the other ones, they're like, oh, you might put like a fire emoji or something like, just to support it. But like, people usually, if they enjoy something, they're not supporting as much. If there's like that one person that got offended, then they're gonna say something, and then it just blows up bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, like, think about it, like, for every one comment of hate, there's probably like 20 shares of like someone tagging us on a story.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like, I don't think we really take it that deep. Like, apart from that one scenario where we did take it deep and we made a whole episode about it. Like, to be honest, how I see it is, like, if you're a Celtics fan, you're gonna hate on LeBron James. Like, you know what I mean? If you're on one team, you're gonna hate on the other team regardless. So I think like, like, if you're on our team, then like, you're our follower. Like, and I think that's what.
Yeah, for sure. And like, definitely gonna like, we're not gonna stop bringing people on the show with different opinions. That's like, one thing about me is like, and you all know it, like, I'll never stop someone from expressing their opinion, whether 100%. It's right or left. That's their opinion. You know what I mean? It might not come with my views. You know, like, I meet people, bro. You guys know me. Like, bro, I meet people, bro. They say like, they'll come up to me, "What's going on, brother? How you going?" Like, and then they just start saying the most random stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like, when I go out, like, you know what I mean? I meet people like that, and I'm like, yo, like, and you could tell like they've never met a, like, interacted with an African or black person in their life, like the way they talk to you and stuff. Bro, how do I act to them? I just take the piss, bro. Like, have a laugh, and I talk to them, and
that's the most entertaining stuff as well.
Oh,
If
for
we were,
sure,
if you all did your podcast and everyone just agreed with each, like
Yeah.
I've been on the air raid, yeah, and the episodes where like everyone's just agreeing with each other and saying the same thing, that's the boring episodes.
Yeah.
Like when you have different sort of opinions and that, and like people are clashing, or like someone maybe will learn something else because someone else like has a different view. Those are the most entertaining episodes. And that's like what people want to watch. At the end of the day, we're putting stuff out there. We want to entertain people as well.
Yeah.
Like you're not
Wait,
gonna
so
put something boring out. Like
Is what you're saying like this is a boring podcast because we're all getting along and we're all agree?
Nah, but the things we are talking
But
about
this
different
is-
topics.
but
like,
we're-
Yeah,
we're talking about topics, but we're also like
Well, this is a good podcast.
Oh, I mean, we're I mean, hey guys, that's been our time. Thanks for coming.
we're not
I'm
talking
playing.
about controversial stuff. You know, most of this
Yeah.
is like experiences we're sharing. Like
Yeah.
this stuff, like
Yeah.
people haven't heard this stuff before. Like you're sharing something that no one's heard before.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
entertainment in itself.
Yeah.
So like, it's not really views of what we're talking about. We're
Yeah.
just sharing stuff that like people might find interesting.
Yeah,
and
like
hopefully
definitely,
they-
bro. People have different views. Like I feel like there's like we're getting to an point where it's like people are getting shut down so quick for having different views. You have to realize like we're in a country where like we're in Australia, one of the best countries in the world, probably the greatest country.
Bloody
on
earth,
earth.
mate.
Do you know what I mean? Australia's top country.
Truth.
And bro, people are gonna have different of opinions. Do you know what I mean? And like, let's just say I'll give you an example. If you meet an individual that is racist, yeah, let's just say an individual, mate, this is my country, one nation, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Says, let's just say he makes a racist remark, yeah. I go to, and then he makes a racist remark, and then I message his workplace, and I tell him, hey, listen, this guy's racist, this, that. He loses his job, okay? After the interaction I had with that guy, he loses his job, or she loses her job, okay? She's gonna go home, and she's gonna say, hey, I lost my job because of this person said I did this, said this, and they were against my views, okay? And then let's just say he's mates with someone else. He tells his mate about his experience, how he lost his job, and then, or she lost her job, and then she missed out on this. So and then they're gonna be like, oh my God, they're really doing that to you?
Yeah.
And their views are gonna change and they're gonna have more hate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But instead, what about this? You have a different view to me. And I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, this, that. Be like, listen, you know what? This is my view on this. You know what I mean? Take it or leave it. Let's just say, for example, I'll say in my experience, I've had someone say something to me. I was out one time and someone said something racist to me. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm like, why do you believe that by? You know what I mean? And then he's like, yeah, man, I got this, that, they're always fighting. They said something about Africans and stuff. I'm like, mate, I'm like, and then I looked at him and this is what I love doing. Whenever I meet like really bogan people, I love chucking on my bogan accent just to trip them out.
Hey, I
Just
love hearing it.
just to trip them out.
You
Like,
got to.
Hey, can we get a
I'll give you the new chat.
Yeah.
I'll give you like close to what it was, the interaction.
Okay.
So I was like kicking it one time. I was out, with friends and stuff. And then there was some guy, and then, he's like, he just came to me. He's like, hey, how you going, mate? He said, oh, yeah, good. Where are you from? And then I looked at him. First thing I always do to trip him out is like, I'll chuck on like the most bogan accent. I'll be like, and I'll tell him I'm like from like Bendigo or something. So just to trip him out, he's like, there's black people in Bendigo. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, mate, nah, I just live down in Bendigo. And then he'd look at me and he'd be like, yeah, no way, mate, yeah, this, that. And then he goes, oh, a lot of Africans having issues down here in Melbourne, don't you think? Blah, blah. I'm like, mate, look, you know what? There's good and bad in everyone, mate. You know what I mean? And then he looked at me, he's just like, and when he saw me, he was tripping out,
Yeah.
And then, bro, like, I feel like after that experience he had with me, about the end of the day, like by the end of that convo, he's like, hey, mate, what's your name, mate? I'm like, oh, mate, name's Rayhan, but you can call me Razor Ray, mate, if you like. Blah, blah, blah. End of the interaction, bro. I felt like he probably went off and said, you know what? That was a top guy. And like maybe
His
to an
perception
extent, his perception of like how he sees maybe another African will be like change, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what about if he told me, oh, you Africans always starting problems, and then I just turned to him and like, yeah, you got a problem with me, mate? Yeah. That. And then it'll just add to his perspective.
You never
like,
change. They can't get the other side.
And the thing is, we're in a country of like where like, bro, there's freedom of speech. There's going to be people with different views.
Yeah.
Whether it's, if you put it on a scale, right or left, just accept them for who they are. Talk to them. You know what I mean? Give them a better interaction with them. Share your views, respect their views, and then maybe, you know what I mean? Like, it might change eventually. And I feel like that's what it's got to be
that
done.
is preach, man. That is like honestly, and you know what? It honestly takes a lot, and it goes from person to person, but it can be so hard to put your views aside for a greater cause. Like if someone says something racist, you can quite easily, and the easy thing to do is just to say, is to like to act from frustration or aggression or whatever. But it takes a lot more to take that and turn it into something good. So like, props to you for doing it, man. That's and that's what I think. A lot of the issues that we're dealing with now, like globally, you know, if more people had that sort of point of view, and I guess like, I mean, it's different for people, because I know like some people have it worse than others, and some people like deal with, you know, racism and stuff on a different level than to others. But like as a general rule, like that kind of, it's kind of just spreading love, isn't it? Or like
sure.
You definitely can't measure pain, like
for sure. Yeah,
'cause it hits different for different people. But I think I don't know. I think people, it shouldn't be that deep. Like, people should just love each other and just like not make things about like race, and everything has to be about you're like this because you're this color, or you're like this because you're from there. Like, I think we're all people at the end of the day, so it should be just calm.
Yeah, I don't even think race is like such, like, even like when I go out and stuff, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think like when you guys see me, I don't even, bro. Have you like, do you ever see me like talk like of race? I don't like. I feel like I acknowledge the fact I'm black. I acknowledge the fact that someone's from a different is like.
I feel that happens like more like overseas, yeah. Like, because here we're so multicultural, yeah. Like, you go out. I mean, I guess if depending where you go, but like, you can go out and like you can see like group of Asians and then group of Africans and group of Australians, and they like everyone's mingling, you know. It's not.
It's getting better. It's getting better. I feel like
just for the people from the countryside, like I suppose.
Yeah, because
they probably
they
trip
don't
out when
get,
they come
like,
to the city.
they
Yeah,
come
they
into
don't
the
get
city,
it.
they see so many like different cultures and that.
Yeah, like I remember I went down, like past Mornington, like Mornington Peninsula, like the other week. I went quad biking, and like I went we went to go get like a Palmer. So we went to like the local pub to get a Palmer. And I remember the guys, there's a group of Aussie guys there, they were just taking the piss out of us. I could tell, they're like, the second they came up to us, yeah, mate, here you guys going, yeah, like just G'ing it up. And so I just turned to him, I'm like, yeah, mate, have a ripper of a time, eh? Like, it's going crazy, bro. I just went quad biking and that. Like, yeah, like, I think when they see like people of color, like they just trip out, and they like, it's just a different perspective. So it's changing though, for sure.
It's the environment though. Like us all together, I think we grew up in like multicultural as well. So like you mix with everyone, and you see like the good sides of them. But like say in the country, and all you see is like these stories on the news of these Africans like all fighting each other or something. Then like that's your only like experience with them, like whatever the news is showing. So if you don't have the good experience, like how are they supposed to know? Like, really? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like an older generation of thinking too, isn't it? Like I know like my grandparents can like their views are very like old fashioned, you know. So it's like their only experience with a certain race or a certain group of people is automatically just what they apply to that whole entire community. Yeah, you're like, oh, that's not fair, but
definitely
that's just I guess that's just that generation. Like the younger people, like us and even the younger generation, like it's almost like that's all they know, you know. Like they don't know, like at least for the ones that I see, like the group of people that I see, like they don't know any different. Like they're just surrounded by multiculturalism, that it's almost like second nature to them, which is like, I think is going to be really awesome for the future.
Even in my area, I think we got a bit to an extent as well. So like I live in like public housing in like North Melbourne and stuff. So like it's like mainly like in the high rises is Africans. So it's only Africans hanging around with Africans, like, you know what I mean? So we got a lot of East Africans there and stuff. But like the youth are mainly like just a certain like demographic of East Africans. So like even them, like for example, even us, like for boys in my area, we like face challenges of like mingling with like, for example, other races, because they're more comfortable just hanging around with their race. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like there's got to be more integration as well. Like for example, me, I was in public schooling my whole life. So like from a young age, I've always been like seeing kids from different races. Yeah. Our schools did international dinners. So I was used to like, you know what I mean? I played footy as well. So I was used to seeing people of different races. So I was used to those interactions of being able to like talk to people. And I've got a vast majority of friends like that are from all over the world. But like in my community, a lot of my boys, especially, like they don't have like any friends that are not either like Eritrean, Somalian, like Ethiopian, Sudanese. Like that's the only friendship like they know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like even like for us, even as like first generations, like for example, first generation Africans, Asians, people that come from like even Europe and stuff coming here, it's like we got to start trying to mingle around with like people so we can create that new Australia. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like everyone belongs and everyone's used to seeing each other.
Yeah, for sure.
And but acknowledging where we came from as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I like playing footy, but at the same time, I like eating injera and doing my cultural stuff. You know what I mean?
for sure.
So like, we gotta like that's how you gotta see Australia. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if we do that, give it 2-3 generations, Australia will be
Chilling.
just chilling.
Yeah,
really.
chilling.
Well, we've been talking about some deep stuff actually.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon let's move on, and I want to get to know you boys better because even the viewers like that watch Talking Trophies, I feel like they don't know like your story, like your grow up, what's been happening.
You go,
Damien,
Coach.
man, the dancer, people don't even know that either.
I
Like,
don't know. Yeah.
But
yeah,
so where'd you grow up? Like, I don't know. Just
yeah,
how'd you
mate.
get into dancing?
Grew
How'd
up
you
in
get into
Australia, born and raised, mate. Just up in the North Side, mate, at Reservoir. Nah, so yeah, like I grew up living with my mom. So I actually like I met Rayvo when I was a baby, but then like we like some things happened and I didn't meet like my family till like I was like 16, was it, or something like that.
16, 15.
So I came back in the picture, said what's up. But in that gap, like public housing my whole life, public schooling like my whole life, just chilling in the area. I loved video games. I was a massive gamer. I love food,
Still
obviously.
can't beat me in 2K though.
Bro, I'll slap you in 2K any
Bro,
day,
no one can beat
cuz.
me in 2K, bro.
Well, so what do you-
no
what do you
one
play
can
then?
beat
No
me.
one can
Hey,
I wanna
hey,
hear this
what
list.
what game am I god at?
Wait, can I have a guess? Can I guess?
Yeah.
I think it's either a sports game or it's Rocket League.
Nah.
Where'd you
Warzone,
get
man.
the Rocket League?
Warzone.
Oh, dead. All right.
Warzone, I'm crazy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Nice.
He's good.
Hey,
he's
we
good.
got
I'm clean, legit. I'm clean on Warzone.
Noopy.
Noopy. I was gonna say the word.
I reckon if this guy gets it,
Okay, don't worry about
you
it.
can say it. You don't want to say it, you can say it. I don't know, cause
Nah.
that Noopy is funny.
No, I don't want to say
Nah,
it.
don't worry
We can
about
cut it
it.
out. We can do a bleep over
Yeah.
the top of it.
We can bleep it.
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's like no, basically when I play games, I'll just say it. When I play games, I take the piss out of people. I take the piss like I'm a legit online troll. Like I take the piss out of people all day, every day. But I haven't played games in a minute though. But like when I'm on that thing, man, I'm a different person. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But like yeah, so I started doing dance when I was like 15, fell in love with it. I started doing shows, started teaching at like 16, and then like bro, blessings just kept coming. So like I went to like got to go to America, I had a scholarship in LA. So I was out there. Also like got to like dance at the Arts Centre in Melbourne. You know that people call it the Eiffel Tower in the city.
Yeah.
It's not even an Eiffel Tower, but like yeah, so I got to perform there twice, one at the State Theatre, been on like 7 p.m. project for dance. Like dance is mad, man.
That's
And like
so insane. That is. So you went to LA. Well, how old were you when you went to LA?
I was 20.
This wasn't
is
that long
recent.
ago. Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
It's 2 years ago.
Jeez.
So like that was cool. And then I got to also take like I went for a whole month in Toronto because I got to visit the family because we have like 4 uncles in Toronto. So we got bear cars. We got heaps of family out there. You know what I'm saying? All the mandem. Shout out to the quick mandem out there in Toronto on that ting fam. What you saying? So
You've been out to Toronto as well, yeah?
yeah, we've
I've
been
been
out to the
before.
6.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a mad place. Canada is probably like my second favorite.
I want to go there so bad. Yeah.
A vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like did dance. So now like I'm a dance teacher. I'm trying to start my dance company this year as well. So I'm trying to launch that.
Yeah.
So man, I've been preparing for
grinding.
that. Been grinding legit. I do like I work like labor. I used to work at KFC. Quick shout out.
I
To
remember
plug.
that as well.
Yeah,
Mission Grove,
when I
you had
first
the
met-
discount, you hooked us up.
Yeah. I had the discount, man. So like,
Oh
I
wait, I think this is how many years ago did you work at KFC? Because
was at KFC for a long time, man.
like when was the last time you worked there? Like what year?
Oh, like 2 years ago.
I'm pretty sure you said you had a mate that worked at KFC, and then we went to drive through together.
Nah, but he doesn't live around here, so I don't think it was me.
Well, I mean, you're my mutual, so it's like it's not anyone else.
No, but he
Man.
doesn't live here, so which
Nah.
drive-thru would have went to?
Yeah, legit.
I don't know.
Yeah, we guys in Preston.
Nah, I doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Nah. But yeah, so like for you guys that don't know, I'm like half Eritrean and Irish. So
Yeah.
I'm like white and black.
I thought you were
Yin yang.
Islander when I first seen you.
Everyone, but I get
Everybody-
Islander, man. People come up to me and they go, yo. Like, no joke, this sums up whenever time I'm in the city and an Islander looks at me. Sapuso, I'm like, yo, I'm not even Islander, but I appreciate the love, bro. Like,
Yeah, you look more.
No, you do. Yeah, I would have
yeah,
picked it.
people, like, a lot of people think I'm Islander. My own family think I'm Islander, man.
I always give it to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
So you're just like us.
yeah.
Half caste, mixed. Me and Cody, I don't know what I
It's
get.
politically incorrect to actually say half caste. You have to actually say mixed race.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so I'm mixed
Sorry,
race.
Is
we'll
it-
just cut it. We'll just cut it.
Someone told me that once. I'm not lying.
Really?
It's dead set. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
half
you
caste.
like,
Like,
apparently-
some half caste get dirty about being called half
Yeah,
caste.
Really?
you gotta say mixed race.
Honestly, my mates they use it against me, like to piss me off, and it doesn't work. But like
Mm-mm.
like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
That-
I never thought of
I
it that
just
deep.
I kind of just own it, like wear it type
Yeah.
thing. It's not.
Yeah,
It's just a funny thing. Okay.
That
I
just
didn't
is
know
what
that.
it is though. Like I just,
People say
I'm
that. I remember
mixed.
someone
I'm
said
too
something.
mixed. Like,
Wait, so what even are you like?
it's
Tell
too
everyone.
long of a
No,
story.
just go. Just say.
just say
it.
you're mixed. Cuz.
Don't tell the
Yeah.
story. Just say like what's in your blood.
So my mom is full Dutch. That's pretty like basic. Then my dad is like Fijian, Samoan, Chinese, and like I think some other stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't really understand his side that well, to be honest. Like he's
Yeah.
born in Fiji, and then like his rest of his family is all from. They're not They have Fijian blood. I didn't think I had Fijian blood, but then one day like I got my family tree, like just the names, and like I can tell by the names that they're like Fijian. So.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm just too mixed that I don't know what people even. No one knows what I
You're
look
just a
like.
weebo.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
weirdo.
Just a
Yeah,
weebo.
just a wee board.
I feel like everyone thinks like I'm not what they are. Like Islanders like don't claim me. Like most Islanders won't think I'm Islander.
Yeah.
What do you get then? What do you get the most? Or do you? Not
I get like I've got like everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get everything too. I get Aboriginal, and I get
I can see
Indian
that.
as well.
Well,
I
you
get
explain
Indian.
what you are then. You're
Oh, I'm half Maltese. My mum's Maltese and my dad's Samoan. So
Oh no way.
yeah.
Damn.
So
I didn't know that.
yeah. So what up, also?
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Hey,
why-
shout out to my Usos, Jordan Sam.
I feel like that's how we met because we were like the only like brown guys
yeah,
in like our
in a
primary
white
school.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, but I didn't like. I wasn't really like an Islander. I mean, you can hear it in my voice. I'm not Islander. Can I say fob?
Mate,
Is that
you
even
sound
is
like
that
you're
politically
Darren, mate.
Let me just have a look at the political correctness dictionary. Yeah.
No, but-
Nah, okay. I don't even know.
Yeah,
guys,
nah,
to be
I
honest.
But it's
yeah.
your show. You say if you
You
want to be
say whatever
politically
you want,
correct or
bro.
what.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
get
think it's
cancelled.
You get cancelled, man. You get cancelled.
Oh,
Hey,
I
it's just
don't
part of the life, you know. Everyone gonna get cancelled once.
Yeah, you
one
gotta
time.
get
yeah,
cancelled, bro.
yeah, it's alright. It's just it's a trend. We're just gonna hop.
You haven't
on.
made it till you get cancelled, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just I kind of identify like I have my Islander culture, and then I got my European Maltese culture. But it's like I just feel like me. You know what I mean? Do you feel the
Yeah.
same? Like I
Well,
just feel like
I feel like growing up, I wasn't in like a certain group. Like sometimes, even at school, like a lot of like the Asians will hang out, or like your certain nationality. That's where you tend to like sort of hang out with because I don't know, they're similar. Like your parents are similar, all that kind of stuff. But I just like floated around, you know. I didn't have like I wasn't bullied or nothing, but like I just hang out with whoever's there, and I don't feel like I had like a group that I was stuck in.
yeah, me neither. But I hung out with like I remember in high school like I would hang out with like the Asians and play down ball, and I'm like, this is sick. This is my group.
That's a vibe, bro.
Yeah,
Even
oh,
me,
for
bro, I used to
sure.
do that because I used to play
Yeah.
Beyblades and all
Hey,
that.
you know who's the goat at down ball?
Me,
Kevin Rudd.
Kevin Rudd, buddy.
Yeah.
Alright,
Kevin 07.
Kevin 07, mate. Kevin
Yeah.
11.
The man, the myth.
I used to play too. I remember I used to play with the Vietnamese kids at down
Yeah,
there.
same,
And then they
yeah.
even taught me how to count in Vietnamese.
Yeah?
Count.
Really?
Do, you have,
Yeah,
do, you
do
have,
it.
do you have any things that are Vietnamese?
I just swear words, so I can't say.
No,
them.
do you have any? I'm saying like friends that are Vietnamese.
Oh, I believe
So
it
I-
words.
no,
No, talking like the one of Vietnamese
No,
words.
because I'll count to them. Mop, hai, ba, boat, nam, sao, bai, dam, jin, moi. Mop, mo, hai, mo, ba, mo, bop, mo, nam, mo, sam, mo, bai, mo, dam, mo, jin, hai, moi. That's my Vietnamese.
You said the same number.
No, I
twice.
didn't. No, I didn't.
job,
No, I
guys.
didn't.
You started with
man.
Moy and you
No, I
ended
said,
with Moy.
no, that was 11. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah.
12. Because 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So what's 11?
My mom.
bro, I studied
Ah,
French.
okay.
I studied like French for like 3 years. I can't even remember how to count.
I
Like, to
can
10.
speak French.
I can count Italian.
I can't tell it. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
5,
5, 6, 7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Ah,
Yeah, 30, 100. Yeah.
Shout out
Oh,
to
man.
Italians. Just shout out to Vietnamese.
Ichi ni san shi
Go
no.
ruku nana hachi desu. Watashi wa Rayvo desu.
Oh damn, okay.
Yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
Japanese is such a cool language.
Yeah, sick language, bro.
I would learn French or Japanese. I'd probably learn
Yeah,
French.
I
learn
can speak a bit of
Japanese, yeah.
French as well.
What can you say in French?
Bonjour.
Obviously.
Comment ça va?
Okay.
Je m'appelle Rayvo.
Yeah.
And then I'll say enchanté when I finish the show.
I know ma petite fleur. That means my little cauliflower.
Croissant.
Where did you learn that? Like, you know when you can learn French words. You
Why
just
did
learn
you-
that?
why did
Wait,
that?
you learnt my little cauliflower.
Yeah.
Is that
Like
like,
why, but why that?
Abby's.
Who are you saying it to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's
Is that
just
like
no.
Taki. He was saying it to the Takis.
Yeah, legit,
Hey,
man.
that's it. And s'il vous plaît, which is please help me.
Yeah.
That's a good one to know, I think, if you go to France. S'il vous plaît. And ma petite fleur.
What's that?
The
That's
cauliflower.
my
Oh,
little
the cauliflower.
cauliflower. No, did you ever play Team Fortress 2? No?
Nope.
Never mind, then don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
What about your? Did you talk about you growing up?
Nah.
Yeah. What's the how is it going in the flats? Like, I heard from other boys like it's like a whole community there.
You
yeah?
talking about the ghetto?
Oh yeah, it's alright, man. I like it.
Yeah.
It depends. You gotta have a certain lifestyle. Like you gotta have a certain like personality for it. Okay, it's different. I'll tell you that. Like
Yeah.
you like living in the flats, for example. Even like the ones I had to take that shit. I was there.
Like mid sentence.
And living in the flats.
But yeah, man, I think it's different. I've lived there my whole life, so me, I've always been like grateful, whatever. I see things positively or whatever, but like it's different if you think about it. Like public housing, like especially like if you're living in like North Melbourne, Flemington, Kensington, Carlton, Collingwood, Fitzroy area, even Richmond, it's like you're pretty much, let's just say this, you're growing up with people that are drug addicts. Like so it's just migrants, but then you'd have like drug addicts, people with mental health issues, and then you'd have like just like
Domestic.
there's domestic issues and stuff. So like from a young age, you're seeing all this stuff from like you're like exposed to this. Like bro, since I was a kid, I remember I used to run away. We used to get chased by like junkies, kids. We used to go knocking, throwing eggs. Like this is the stuff we used to do like for fun. Like when you guys for fun, you'd be going around riding your bike or playing down boy outside in your house.
Yeah.
Like our fun was like knocking and getting chased by a junkie 5 levels down. That was fun for us. You know what I mean? We played cricket downstairs and stuff. We had all that.
Yeah.
But like it was different. And the thing is, it's like you don't know what to expect. Like even like recently, like 2 weeks ago, someone on my level got murdered. You know what I mean? And I had to stop the guy from, like the murderer. I had to hold the door in, just because like for example, like I just woke up in the morning, and then my so pretty much the kids are running. His siblings were in Melbourne and they were sleeping over our house. And then I came out of the shower. I'm just getting changed, starting my day. It's around like 10:30. And then all I hear the kids started saying blood, blood, blood. And then I'm just like, oh yeah. And then my mom's heard people running and stuff. And then so my mom thought it was just the boys like stabbing each other. So she's like, oh, the boys are just fighting.
Just the boys.
Yeah,
Just the boys.
like,
stabbing
you
each
know what I
other.
mean? Like people, they were fighting with someone or something.
Yeah.
And then she's like, some guy started screaming help. And then I'm like, oh, whatever. I didn't hear none of this yet. My mom comes in the room because my dad wasn't home and my brother wasn't home too. I was only like guy at home. Like, you know what I mean? Like we have a thing in our culture. It's like the man of the house. You know what I mean? You have to protect your neighbors, take care of, like it's a culture thing. You know what I mean? It's not like, and my mom's not gonna go outside by herself when there's like a guy that's like 6 foot running around with a knife. So anyways, so she's like, go check what's happening. Some guy screaming help. So I'm like, all right, sweet. So I run. I didn't run. I went to the kitchen, and because I saw the guy had the knife and he had a knife, and she's like, he has a knife. It's there. And I'm like, let me get a knife for myself. Like just a self-defense. You know what I mean? So I just that one went there. And then all I see is some guys hold. So I'm on like one side of the level. I walk to the other side, and I see some guy with his whole hand cut open, and he's holding the door with one hand, trying to stop the murderer from coming out of the house. Because that guy, I think he had like schizophrenia or something. Or something, and he just spazzed out.
Jeez.
And I don't know, bro. So I'm not gonna lie, it's an open case. So I don't want to talk. I'm not gonna talk as, you know what I mean. I ain't no snitch. But it was an intense situation. You know what I mean? So anyways, I come out.
It's so serious. It's like, I know.
But like I came out and then bro, I went to the laundry, I grabbed the towel for the guy and then I wrapped his hand around and I just held the door closed while the guy was trying to get out. I kept him in and then the SWAT team came up, arrested him and stuff.
But he ended up passing away, the guy?
Huh?
Did he pass away, the guy that was outside?
One guy who got stabbed passed away. He he bled to death out and like because I had to go down to suss him out, see if he was alright, and then like that's when the ambulance and police came. They were like keep trying to give him CPR, and like I was like, it's like where he is. So like 5 meters away, I was just there. I'm just watching this guy. I'm like, yo, this guy's not making it, and I'm just watching him die in front of me. So I'm like, oh, let me go back upstairs so I can keep holding, and then go back to hold the door. Yeah. Some other guy helped me out to hold the door, and then I went up before the SWAT team and stuff, and then I just started wrapping the guy. I wrapped the guy's hands up. They cut. They went down and stuff, and then it was pretty intense. Like for someone like. That's like yo, just from watching someone die, the whole thing. I went back home just to watch out for my family, make sure nothing happens to my mom and stuff. And then like that's and that's pretty traumatic. Like I was telling someone about that, and they're like to me, "Yo, are you okay?" People were calling me like because they heard. Eventually, everyone heard. Like there's like the thing is, there's Chinese whisperers in my area. Do you know what Chinese whispering is?
Yeah.
Someone will
that's not appropriate to say.
No, you can actually say it. You can actually say it's a game.
Chinese. Why is only Chinese allowed to whisper?
Yeah,
no,
buddy.
but no,
Mate,
Kaz, you know what I mean, bro. Leg it, bro.
Hey, come on, man. I'm
Mate.
Chinese. I'll say right in front of
You
me.
consult the dictionary and just to make
let me
sure.
check.
Yeah.
Chinese whisper is defined as a game where someone starts.
Someone starts talking.
Yeah, so like so it went from so I went off like, and then for me it was normal. Like I don't know if I'm like mentally like just I got like faith or something to help me. I think, but like that was people was telling me like they're like to me, oh my god, are you okay? That was such a traumatic experience.
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
Sure.
Like, you know, do you need to go see a consultant or something?
Do you think like growing up in that area, it's given you sort of like mental resilience towards like those sort of things?
Definitely, man. I reckon. Like, for me, like I've seen stuff. That's probably like the bare minimum. Like I've seen probably worse than. Jeez. That's actually that's not the bare minimum. Sorry about that, but like that's something like I've seen stuff like that happen.
It's not
like
not
stabbings
new,
and stuff. It's normal. Like it's not something like if you check on, but you can just search on off map stabbings, you'll find it. And this is like within a radius of like flats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so like situations like that occur a lot. Like, and then that's why you see kids coming out of public housing. Like they're different. Like if you see like you always hear kids having troubles, boys from this area having troubles and stuff. And I feel like people just gotta like, and you just gotta see it from their perspective. Like imagine growing up your whole life in that circumstance. You're growing up seeing junkies over. Bro, I saw my next door neighbor overdose when I was like 14.
Jeez.
Seeing the ambulance roll him out of the house. Saw him the day before. Do you know what I mean? I've seen, you know what I mean? Like neighbors, there's people that jumped off the building from like the level 18, just killed themselves. This is stuff we knew from young age, like growing up around that. So like, I feel like even like you see kids, especially like these like gangs or like these kids from public housing getting into violence and stuff. It's like these kids grew up in like, and I think the music does have an influence on them, of course.
For sure.
But like these kids grew up in like situations where like kids in the suburbs don't understand. Like, do you know what I mean? Like living
it's like get a kid from the suburbs, put them in their shoes, and then see how they come out.
Even like for example, like there's a lot of I hear about it like. Because I hang out with kids from suburbs, kids from my area and stuff. I've got a broad range because from uni, from work, stuff like that. But like, I see the kids from like, for example, the suburbs. They're always saying, "Bro, why are these kids in this area?" For example, they say like Flemington, North Melbourne, or Collingwood, or Carlton, or even Fitzroy and stuff. Why are these kids like this? They always say this, especially like they're like, "Why are they always starting violence? Why are they such negative people?" And then I'm like, to me, I'll say to them like, "Yo, you're living comfortably. You have your own room in the suburbs." You don't need to worry about your next door neighbor, your neighbor. You know what I mean? Jumping out one day, spazzing out, having a mental breakdown, and just going off and start running around. You know, doing that. Like they didn't have that. You know what I mean? Experience. Like that's why. Like for example, when you see these kids like acting like this or acting in a way, why don't you instead of like seeing it from your perspective, see how they are living? You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
So definitely like that's like some of the experience I had like living in the flats and stuff. But like I'm thankful. You know what I mean? Like I have like. You know, even like the mosque in our area, like they're really good. You know what I mean? Like the boys are comfortable to walk there. You know, I feel like if the mosque wasn't even like for North Melbourne mosque, if it wasn't there, bro, I reckon all of us would have been lost.
Jeez.
Like it's just a safe space. You just come there, you reflect, see, you know,
yeah,
pull up. But yeah, man, that's how it is living there. But
Yeah,
besides that, it's fun, man. Like kids are there, you grow up, you make friends for life. It's different, but it's nice. I like it.
No, that's it's such a different sort of perspective. Like I've only known the suburbs.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just, like that's some of the things that you talk about. It's like, it's just so unheard of for on like my side, you know. It's just a different type of living. So it's just, it's really interesting.
It's luxuries that we have that like we don't even realize that we have them. Like when you don't grow up around people that like have been at those lows, you just expect like everyone's living like this life. You know, everyone has like a home to go to, or they have their own room. They have like these little things, but there's people out there that don't have it and they're struggling like a lot harder than you.
Yeah, like if you see someone like, for example, that lives in like the wealthy suburbs,
Yeah.
they just think, oh, everyone's well off just like us. And then when they see like, for example, someone that's not doing well, they see some homeless guy in the street, they're like, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he taking drugs? And
How'd he end up there?
How'd he end up there? He
Like it's his choice,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's
blame
he
him. They're
chose
like,
to be
yeah.
Like you don't know, maybe for example, his parents, had a divorce and it impacted him from a young age, and then after that, his parent or someone in his family died, and then you know what I mean, like it got to him mentally. Like people don't see. I feel like even especially now, we're moving towards a time where like people are not seeing the blessing, like things in a positive way. It's like everything has to be in my view, my experience. Like we're becoming more narcissistic toward in this modern time.
for sure, man.
Yeah.
Have you
Very like
realized
classes, man. Everything as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people just stay in their comfort zones, you know? Like, they stay with their friends. They don't... It's about them, man. Like, if something's not affecting them, they don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's like... It's good to see, like, all these rallies and protests going on at the moment. Like, we went to the... What's it called? The Australia Day protest. And it's like... It's for Aboriginals, but there's plenty of white people out there helping. But, like... Back in the previous years, there's like barely anyone there. And it's like people.
You know what it is? It's the younger generation, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think us growing up with, and like even with the internet, like people say the goods and bads of the internet, but it's spreading a lot of knowledge just for people to like educate themselves, like in ideas that weren't previously out there. Like say if you live in like a country town in the middle of, I don't know, Whoop Whoop somewhere, and like you're just living all around white people and like they're racist and that, like how are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to learn anything else? Like what do you expect? Like if everyone's racist in your town and that's the only people you know,
you're gonna be like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you really expect to like that person to just decide that they're not going to be racist? And like it's just your environment that you grow up in like shapes you like so much. I feel like, but
Definitely.
now like the internet is kind of like our environment, so we get to experience things from people that aren't just immediately in front of us. Like we get to learn, this person like on YouTube, like I watch this guy and he talks about this, and like now I have another experience with this person. Even though they don't live near me, they can live on the other side of the world, but like I've experienced what they talk about and I learn stuff from them.
Yeah, definitely. The internet's powerful, man. But I feel like as well, you gotta it has its good and bad. Like I feel like the internet, I reckon, like for example, like nowadays, have you realized, boys, like it's like everything's like negative. Like I don't know about, like, you know what I mean? Like there's always something evil like bad happening in the world. Like every time you just get on, it's just like this is happening here, this is happening here, this is happening here.
Because that's
like,
that gets the clicks, bro.
Yeah,
that's what people click on. Like they see something bad, they get that shock factor, and they're like, oh, like I want to see what's happening, or I want to see why it's happening. Like you see someone post something good, like it's like, oh cool, then you just scroll past it. Like you're not gonna, but you see something bad, you want to see why it happened. Like, and half the time it's not even true. They just want that headline to get you to click, and that's how they make their money and stuff.
Like, but like if you think about it, like if you look at the world right now, there are faults. Even like there's faults in the system here. Yeah. Even there's faults in the Constitution of Australia. There's faults in the laws and stuff. There are areas even in the world. But like if you think about the time we're living in now, let's just say 2021. Even though there's a pandemic on right now, literacy rates are higher than they've ever been in the history of mankind. People are living way longer than they ever have. We have access to medication towards an extent. Us in Australia, I don't know about America, how it is there with their Medicare and stuff. But like, the wars are on such a smaller scale in contrast to like back then where it's like country versus country. Now it's like, there are, like, for example,
it's like resource versus resource.
It's more capitalistic, like, you know what I mean? But the thing is, you know what? There are casualties of it. people that are suffering from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like obviously, you know, like situations in the Middle East,
Yeah.
some situations in a bit of Africa, even South
Asia.
Asia. But like, it's like all that, but like on a larger scale, like I feel like we just got to be more like aware of like, yo, we are in such a good time. Like, be thankful for that. And have you realized like that's why mental health has been in like such a like mental health is like a big issue now. Even though we're living in such like, bro, people, we're in Australia. You might have a double story, but the guys or the girl, she's depressed off her head for some reason. You know what I mean? They're depressed because like they're not thinking, but like I feel like we got to start saying, you know what, thankful for this. You know what I mean? Thankful for that because people will die to be in enough shoes.
Because you know what's the issue? Like, I think a major thing. I think when you think about it back in the day, like people look at Africa, they look at a village, they'll be like, "Oh, I feel so bad for them." But like, if you grow up and that's all you know, you're loving life. Like you're actually living life mentally to the fullest. But I think the down part on like online is like you'd be like, oh man, I could be living this big luxury life. I could be living this. You're seeing what you could be living and you start like devaluing what you're living in now. But like what you're living in now is the best thing that's catered for you right now. Like you gotta make the most of it.
Yeah, I think it's like people compare themselves to others like too much, and like that's the thing with social media. Everyone posts like their best. They post their best life. They're not gonna post when they're.
No one's gonna post an ugly picture of themselves.
Exactly, and now and then you grow up on social media.
Guys, you know me. I'm a one shot.
There it is.
Oh, one shot take.
I was
not this guy looking like this.
All right, Damien.
Bro, I've been waiting to laugh. I'm like, we're getting deeper and deeper, and I don't know if I can. Oh man.
We're going for a minute. Do you wanna?
Yeah, you know.
How long you
So
for?
we've got we'll go like 10 more minutes. I think. So,
I reckon let's end it up with the tier list.
No, okay. Well, we got two options. All right, we can do a tier list, right? So we just like name off stuff, and we can put it in tiers from 8, like what we were talking about earlier. I mean before the podcast, or we can I can look up like slang words from different countries, and you have to guess what they mean. So it's up to you. If you want to do a tier list,
I only know, but the thing is, I only know my slang. Cause like I don't even know any other slang around.
That's why you just guess. It's just a laugh. Like
it's supposed to.
You say, what do you think? What do you think this word means? And then we'll say it, and then he will tell us what it actually means.
How about this? Let's do our language. Our slang. Alright, let's do. What do you want to do? Up to you, bro.
I don't mind. Yeah, we can do the. I don't mind. What do you think? It's your show.
I don't know. We all. I mean,
let's just do a tier list.
You want to do a tier list?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just mucking around.
Alright, cool.
We can do the fast food one. We have some like experience from our trial one, so we can throw out ideas. And we've got like sort of a list.
Do you have a list of the fast foods?
We did like a trial, like a trial recording like a couple of days ago, and we did a tier list on. We didn't write it down. It's just like we just say this belongs in this tier, whatever. So we've got like a conceived.
We'll
like,
chuck out like names to you. You just chuck them in the tiers, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll give our opinions after you because we already thought about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go. Have you seen the tier list like on YouTube and stuff like that?
Yeah. So you have S tier.
S tier is the best. Yeah. Well, what do you want to go down? We'll do A, B, C, D,
E, F, and F is like the worst.
Okay.
But
F is like untouchable. Like you'll never.
F is like I'm not touching it. Ever.
You and F. So
and you don't have to fill up every
we don't have
tier.
to agree on one,
you have
yeah?
to
We
fill
just
up.
You don't
say
have to fill up every tier.
Bro, something has to be in the F.
No,
That's
nothing.
boring.
No.
Nah, let's do one with F. Yeah, I'm down for that. You have to put
something has
something in
to
the
be in
worst.
there.
Well, it's
We have to
not.
make
It's
something
not
the
what you
worst.
said it was.
Yes, it is. All right, here we go. Let's go classic McDonald's. Where are you
Alright.
chucking that in?
From what?
In the tiers.
No, what's the top?
S
Top
is
is
S.
S.
top. A,
No, wait.
B,
So for something to go on S, everyone has to agree it's S. And if no one agrees, like if like 2 people say S and 2 people say A, then it's A.
I'll say Macca's is A.
I'll go B.
B. Why? You gotta explain yourself as well. You can't just chuck it in there.
Like, what's your thought process? Why is it B?
Macca's, it goes in your stomach, but you don't know what happens when it goes in your stomach. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's there. It just mucks
Wait,
around.
I didn't
Your
know-
digestive system just doesn't know what's going on, bro.
Wait. I know what's going on. What are you talking about? It goes in my stomach, and then it breaks down, and then it goes through.
It doesn't break down. It goes straight through.
Brother,
Like you're full for like 10 minutes.
brother, Macca's get their meat quality from our local farmers in Australia, alright?
They're lying to you. Don't believe them. They're getting it from somewhere else.
Alright, you conspiracy theorists, comments.
Yeah, man.
Wait. So why is it not C? Why is it B?
What? Yeah. What's B? B is like an average.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
why is it not C? So why isn't it worse?
Because it covers every meal. of the day.
Yeah,
That's a good
This was
deal.
my point. I said I put it in A just because it has the biggest range of like foods, like
Convenience,
convenience. It has everything. It has
Range.
the breakfast.
taste is decent.
Bro, the taste isn't bad. It went.
Some of
through
it goes hard.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Bro.
I think they've got the best desserts, or like they're amongst one of the best desserts. They got
Yeah,
the
they go
frappes,
hard.
the
Frappe goes
sundaes,
dumb. Caramel frappe.
the McFlurries.
They have the best
apple
nuggets.
pie.
Have the best nuggets. The hash browns are crazy.
yeah.
Like
He's
the
trying to get Macca's
frozen.
after this.
Oh, hey.
Hey, we still got
Have
KFC
you-
left. I
The
think.
Big Mac with McChicken patties goes so dumb.
Or McChicken with Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, or that. It's the same thing.
What about
Yeah,
filet
kinda.
fish? Double.
Filet
Filet
fish.
fish is the best burger in
Nah,
Macca's.
that is,
Nah,
okay. I don't.
you lost the
Hey,
ball.
no wonder why. Hey, and this is why he knows when he eats the food, it goes like this.
Guys,
They didn't get the local fish, man.
filet fish is the best.
It's actually not.
Filet fish is the
Alright,
best burger in
so
Macca's.
so majority say A and you'll put it in B.
I'd say A. He goes
Alright,
B.
alright, cool. Alright, so now let's go Hungry Jack's. Right? That's like the main competitor of McDonald's, right?
I'd say B. C even.
See,
C, yeah.
Alright.
it's just dirty.
Nah, the burgers are better.
Bro, when I
The
burgers
burgers
are
are
better.
better.
You know-
Yeah,
for
no
me,
joke.
A. For me, it's
You know how
A.
you say brassies? When I hear brassies, I think of Hungry,
Hungry
Jacks.
Jacks, yeah.
When I hear junkies, I think of Hungry
Junkies.
Jacks.
Brassies means
Nah,
junkies.
I'm not eating a junkie though. I'm eating Big Macs.
Right, you're basically eating a
Whoppers,
junkie.
sorry.
You're eating a junkie. Have you ever seen the meat?
The
patty?
workers
Just
hate
open
life.
the patties.
It's bigger.
No,
The burger
No,
is
just look
bigger.
at it.
Nah, hey, but
There's
hey,
meat
you
balls.
guys
Out
don't.
of Macca's, KFC, Hungry Jacks, who has the most depressed workers? Hungry Jacks.
Hungry Jack's.
Hungry Jacks, bro.
Yeah, that's
Hi, what can I get you? They're just smacking on the pad too. They're like, what can I get? Yeah, Sunday. Anything else? Bro, they get the bag, they chuck the food at you, bro.
Hey, you know what I hate in the drive-through?
Hey, but
When you order something, you're like, "Oh, can I get a waffle bill?" All right. Anything else? Yes, there's more, and I'll get this. All right, that's blah blah blah. Drive-through. I'm not finished.
Yeah.
I'll get this. All right, drive. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know what
Like,
you're talking about.
for what I get, and even the food, their nuggets are trash.
Yeah,
Their
Hungry Jack's
desserts
best nuggets.
are trash.
Macca's has the best nuggets.
Their chicken burgers are trash.
Oh no, Tender crisp cheesy bacon.
That's their one burger, the tender crisp. Apart from that,
Yeah.
their chicken menu.
grill's
is
grill's
trash.
trash.
Nah, but
Their grilled is trash.
their beef burgers are better than.
They are.
The
I'd
Whopper,
rather.
the
Macca's.
Whopper is
I'd
the
rather.
only thing.
I'd rather Whopper than a Big Mac.
Yeah.
I'd rather Whopper than a Big Mac. It's nice and dirty.
Yeah, nah,
your
Whopper's-
burger
Whopper's
wants.
way
You just
better.
said dirty. That sounds like a junkie.
I want my burger to be dirty. A dirty burger.
Nah, I only want the dirty bird. KFC.
Well,
That's the only dirty
Well,
bird.
that leads us to our next restaurant.
He said dirty burger, not dirty bird. You dirty dog.
Nah, because you know why? Watch, you're gonna hear some guy on there. You know where I got dirty bird from? Some guy on one of the episodes. Remember we did the We're Not Really Strangers episode? And then one of the questions like if I were to order a fast food meal or something, what do you think it'd be? So it's just strangers talking.
Yeah.
We'll do an episode on it. And then the guy goes, you look like you like the enjoy the dirty bird.
What about dirty 30?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Alright, so KFC, where's that?
Yes.
That's an S.
Yes.
Yes, KFC
Done.
is top.
Alright. Case
Done.
closed.
I don't even think you have to explain
Early
it.
was supercharged.
That's good.
Everything
And you know what's
has
crazy?
that.
Australia are pretty much the only ones that actually got supercharged.
Yeah, it's so
No.
weird.
Supercharged is designed in I'm pretty sure it was designed in Australia.
That's
Like
so weird.
our KFC branch did it.
Cause, but I'm telling you, you know the KFC in the Middle East and in Southeast Asia is unbelievable.
Really?
Unbelievable.
The
You know
zingers
the
slaps.
zingers there?
Yeah.
You know how our zingers is like, bro, you could actually see it flavored. Like it's like, or like, you know how it's like, it has the orange taste?
Yeah.
The orange color, sorry? The
Yeah.
orange
Yeah,
thing in the
yeah,
zing.
yeah.
It's the whole thing's
Marinade.
like that, marinated
Marinade,
like
yeah.
that, proper.
Ooh.
It's unbelievable.
Actually, wait. Going on from KFC, what do you think the best? This is just like off topic, not off topic. This is like another branch.
Zinger.
The best fast food item. What is the best fast food item?
Zinger.
It's surely the Zinger burger, right?
Zinger burger,
Yeah.
add cheese, supercharged times 3, depending on where you're going. And if
Wait,
KFC
you got times 5 today.
Nah. The only reason I got times 5 is because they didn't have mayo, sweet chili mayo. Normally I'd get it with sweet chili mayo and times 3 of the thing.
But for me, I say pepper mayo and supercharged sauce. With
Pepper mayo is
cheese.
a double tender sauce, bro. It's not a
I'm telling you, it goes hard. Pepper mayo. You
Alright,
had it today.
It was
boys.
nice though.
All right, next one. So, have you guys got a restaurant?
Do you like
Yeah.
cheese? Do you like cheese with your zinger?
I've never had it. I've
Try
actually
it,
never.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I heard you say actual.
Okay,
Try
here
it.
we go. This is a controversial one. Red Rooster, where are you chucking it?
Please do not put
Zed.
it. Bruh, it's not.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
not.
you.
Well, I'd
fair.
say I'd put it.
I put it A or D. No, I
I'd
put it
say
D.
D.
I put
I'd
it
say
D.
It's the
D.
worst. It's
It's
the worst.
F, it's the
It's not the
worst.
worst, cuz.
Okay, how about
Bro, F is like I'd rather
Alright,
eat
hey.
dirt.
Tell me one thing you ate at Red Rooster
Thank
in
you.
the past few years.
Thank you.
Chicken.
Tell me this.
Wait. What'd you order?
I never ordered.
Alright, what did you eat?
Call it chicken chips. The gravy, you know what the gravy tastes like?
Brother.
You know what the gravy tastes like? It actually tastes disgusting.
Brother.
The chicken has been sitting there for 6 hours before they even. I try to make it fresh, guys, just
Right.
because I know it's been
Hey,
sitting there.
this is what I said. I'd rather go to like charcoal chicken shop.
A
than
chopped chicken can
it's
make
better
better chicken than Red Rooster.
I'm telling you right now,
What's-
the
what's
Ripper
the-
roll,
thank
the
you.
Ripper roll
Ripper roll.
slaps. There's
Yeah.
Ripper roll slaps.
But I'll tell you this: if there's a Red Rooster, if there's anything beside it,
But
that's what
I'm saying I'm giving it a D, even borderline E. Like,
okay, so what's the worst then? What's the worst fast food?
guys, you're the guys organizing. Give me the names. I'll tell you.
Nah, probably Red Rooster's probably down there, but like it's not.
What's the other one? Burger Edge.
What is that?
I don't even know what that is.
Burger Edge is trash. That's how you know.
So is that a F?
Burger Edge. Is
Actually,
F.
no, they have one at Melbourne Central. Yeah.
Yeah, Burger Edge
Oh,
is an F.
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
that. It's not that bad.
I didn't think it was that bad.
yeah.
Nah,
alright,
because
yeah.
when I was at uni, right, me and the boys, they used to have some deal on, like for 2 burgers for the price of 1 or something, and we used to go hard on it. Like we used to munch out.
No, I didn't like it. F.
All right, let's do one more then. Let's go like.
One
Subway.
more. There's a few.
Yeah, do a few more, I reckon.
Yeah.
Do a couple more.
Oh,
Man.
okay. All right.
Well, we're going through all of them.
Subway.
Subway. All right. Subway is C.
I'd say C.
I think it's
Subway goes good.
Solid.
I like Subway
Solid.
actually.
Nothing wrong with Subway except the flyers that can't go behind the thing. You ever see the flyers go
Yeah,
behind?
I know what
and,
you're talking
and
about.
it's like I don't feel like Subway anymore. So, but
Which
when there's
Subway
no
you going
flyers,
to,
it's
bro?
good.
Me, I only get that when I go to the Flemington subway.
I get it like any Subway that's in a shopping center.
Yeah.
They're like in the food court. But usually, if you go to a food court shopping
Yeah.
center, I'm not getting
Yeah.
Subway.
Hey, let me ask you this, because when I go Subway, like I always like end up picking like, you know, they always have like some new sub or something, some new flavor.
Yeah.
I always try the new ones.
I get the same thing.
I
Every
get the
time.
same
Yeah,
thing
that's
every
what this
time.
guy gets
What
the
do you-
same meatball. sub every-
I get 6-inch Italian herbs and cheese bread.
Yeah.
I get the original chicken fillet,
Yep.
Then I get Old English cheese.
Oh, respectable.
That's the
Yeah.
orange one.
Yeah, the orange one.
Like,
I
I
get
don't know what it's
Old
called. I
English
just say the
cheese.
orange one.
I get lettuce, tomato, pickles, carrot, olives.
Oh, solid.
Then I get salt and pepper.
Yeah.
And then my sauce is Thousand Island with sweet chili.
Well done. Hey, well done. That is
that's alright.
that is a proper sub.
That's alright.
Yeah.
That is a proper sub.
Come on.
Mine changes up every time.
I get
I
the
get the
same
same,
sub
yeah, same,
every
I get
single
the
The
time.
same thing every time.
2 foot
And then
long.
These are
two
boring,
two
bro.
macadamia
You
two
get
macadamia cookies.
You get 2 foot longs.
Yeah, 2 foot long Italian herbs and cheese.
These are boring.
2 foot longs.
Yeah, meatball with old
Brother,
English.
he's Islander.
So you eat 2 foot longs.
Yeah. Lettuce, tomato, capsicum, salt and pepper, mayo, and then I get 4 choc chip cookies.
You
On
know,
top of the 2 foot longs, you get 4 chocolates too.
Yeah.
Cookies.
wait, choc chip. Why not the macadamia cookies, guys?
Not a fan of macadamias.
Wow.
Just not a
What
fan.
cookies you get?
Choc chip.
Okay. Me, I don't get cookies usually.
You're a dog.
What's your order?
Why you going
Mine
Subway
changes,
then?
mine
Why you
changes
going
a lot.
Subway then?
Me when
Oh,
I
he said he goes there and gets the new whatever's new. What's your sub?
mine's-
Me, I get tuna, or I get seafood supreme, Old English cheese, Italian herbs and cheese, salads. I just make sure that every salad except onions, capsicum, and I don't know whatever.
Pickles.
Huh?
Pickles.
No, I get pickles and no jalapenos.
Oh,
Thousand
yeah, I look at
Islands,
that.
sweet chili. Thousand Islands and Southwest and sweet chili.
Hold on.
And then
Salt and pepper.
Subway is pretty solid because you
Yeah.
can mix it up. Yeah, you can mix it up.
Hey, do you get your cookies heated up?
I'll have to.
Have to.
I always had a.
Is that an option?
Bro, you tell them. You say, "Can you heat up my cookies?"
No.
Have you
Heat
ever
it up.
seen?
Yeah.
So when you bite it, it melts in your mouth.
It's already soft, so it even gets softer.
Yeah.
Bro, it gets
I didn't know this is an
It's
option.
You're going to go heaven next
I've been
time.
doing
I'm telling
Subway
you.
It's
wrong.
nice.
Hey, this is what I was wondering. Does anyone ever get the like not toasted?
No.
The Subway?
No.
Like I've never seen anyone
Get it
like,
toasted every
Always.
time.
Yeah, same.
Just
But
in
like
case the
they always ask me.
bacterias and
Nah,
stuff.
they always ask. But
Nah.
like,
Brother said bacteria.
Serious
Yeah, alright. Right,
guys, you don't know how long it's been sitting out there. The
guys,
stuff,
these guys,
Hey, whatever's
these
been
guys
sitting
put
out.
Hungry Jacks as an S tier.
we didn't say
No,
that.
Hey,
Hey.
Oh, you guys said. I swear you said
Hey.
S. You said that you put it next with KFC. Kappa.
No, they didn't. They
Just
didn't.
outside, you
Oh,
guys said
no, no.
yeah.
Last week we did.
Aerator,
Yeah.
Nah, this guy.
What an aerator.
I convinced him.
Yeah.
convinced
I had
me.
Hungry Jackson up before. It was pretty good. So
Okay, well, let's go. Oh, this is one. Domino's.
Trash.
that's an F. Actually,
F.
that is an F.
That's an F.
That's
bro.
an F.
That's an
this is
F.
what I said-
What's
what
good
did I
there?
say? What did I say?
Tell me one thing
$5
good.
pizzas are good.
Bro, $5 pizzas. Yeah, it's alright if you're eating out of a trash can.
Yeah, exactly. It's an
Yeah.
F. It's an F. It's an F.
No, I said yeah.
Their
I
pizza's
said
whack.
Red Rooster's worse, but I don't know. I like
Red
because
Rooster's worse.
I'd
Hey,
rather Red Rooster over
I'd rather
Domino's.
If it's there though,
Period.
Nah,
if
I'd
it's-
rather Domino's
if
than
someone,
Red Rooster.
if you rock up to a party and like there's just a long, you know, like those long camping tables where they have at parties to play
Just
beer pong,
Domino's and
but it's
stuff.
just Domino's pizza. Like I'm still pigging out.
cheese or a margarita.
I'm still pigging
No,
out.
because
Nah,
hey,
bro,
there's a
trash.
reason. There's a reason to get Domino's, right? Do you get the $5 pizza? You're on a budget. Like you want something cheap, you can get the pizzas. Like it'll be alright. Like it'll
But
do
a
the
large
job.
from a local is like 2 Domino's pizzas, $5 ones, which is $10.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Yeah.
paying the same thing.
But there's a reason for me to get a Domino's pizza. There's no reason for me to get
Red Rooster.
Red Rooster.
It's quality over
There's no
quantity.
reason
when
I'm
it-
telling you right now.
There
Hey,
was a
hey,
food
Weaver,
shop
Weaver.
next to
I'll
Red
actually, I'll shout you a Ripper roll one time.
I'll grab food.
Okay,
I'll take it over.
all right. You're starving,
Hey,
right?
I'll
You're
shout
in
you
the
a
middle of
Ripper
the
roll.
desert, right? You're like, oh, I haven't had food in days. Like, and then there's in the distance, there's Red Rooster and there's Domino's.
Red Rooster. Wait.
I'll go to
Go on, Red
Domino's.
Rooster.
I'll
Domino's.
tell
You are
them-
not picking Domino's.
I can
over
get
Red
more.
Rooster.
Domino's.
If I'm starving,
No.
I'll get
more.
water firstly from the Domino's. Hydrate.
You're not.
After hydrate, I'm gonna tell them give me a nice, cheesy garlic. Grab me that. Give me some garlic bread. And then
Why
I'll
get
go
a
back
simply
to
garlic if
my-
you're gonna get garlic bread?
Huh? No, simply the pizza. And then
I
get
know that,
garlic
but
bread.
why are you gonna get that when you're gonna get garlic bread?
Because I want the garlic bread on the side.
Of your
And I'll
garlic
get
pizza.
and I'll get the brownies.
Oh, the lava cake or the
lava cake,
Yeah,
that's the one with
actually,
ice cream.
Oh,
Come on, that's an option. What
That's
does Red Rooster
like-
have? They're gonna give you that chocolate mousse that's been sitting there for
Alright,
15
alright.
years.
I'm taking a U-turn. I'm walking out of Red Rooster. I'm in Domino's.
You know the
Give me
vibes.
the fucking lava cake.
The lavas.
Hey, what, you're gonna get full of little lava cakes?
And then I'll U-turn back and I'll come back to Red
that's
Rooster.
what I'm saying,
Alright.
cuz.
How about this? Nando's and a Porter's. We're chucking both in. Like
Alright, they're pretty
Oh,
much the same.
Nando's, I'd say. I'm a bit
first off,
biased.
which
I'd
one's
say
better? They're the
S.
similar ones.
Oh,
S
damn.
for Nando's.
S for Nando's.
Nando's goes
I rate a Porter's
down.
more than Nando's.
I put Nando's and
Hey, actually, no, I
I
put
put it
Nando's
in
A,
B.
not
I put it in
S.
B.
KFC's on
Are
its
you
own.
putting Nando's B?
I'm putting Nando's A.
I think it's
Nando's
solid.
goes
I think it's
hard.
solid. Sometimes, like once every like 4 times I go to Nando's, it's underwhelming. But the rest of the time, it's good. Sometimes it's just like it's better than what I say. It seems to
I
be.
reckon they probably got the best chips. Some of the best chips.
Peri peri.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
they have the best chips. They have good chicken. I don't know.
Are they dead?
Huh?
Ah,
yeah,
okay,
all
wrap
good.
up soon.
Yeah, we're almost done. But yeah, I rate a Porter. I don't know, for some reason I like a Porter better
I had it
than.
yesterday, bro. After my game, I'm like, bro, I'm starving. We're down at South.
Bro, I don't have an
Melbourne,
Porter in my
Cape Town.
area.
Bro, because you're not in the hipster area, cuz. Your area.
What do you mean? Northcote, Brunswick. Where it's the most,
you
if
really
you go
mean-
towards that way, I'm saying towards like where the north side is.
Bro, you gotta cut. The
nothing
other
there.
side, South Melbourne, city area. Bro, there's a lot of Portos there, bro.
Yeah.
Portos is Mickey there, cuz. You
gonna
got a
have to
nice
take-
double Bondi.
Yes.
Ooh.
Down
Oh, man.
And plus now they have a little 1650 meal where you can build your own.
Yeah, you build it. You get the sides as well.
the
included in
sides?
it.
Hey, have you guys had this Taco Bell?
I haven't had it yet.
I've had Taco
Trash.
Bell.
You reckon it's trash?
It's
Guzman's
a
way
B.
better.
I think it's a B.
I'd say B. Yeah, it
It's-
goes alright.
it's-
Their
it
desserts
goes
are
alright.
nice. Churros.
Nah,
It goes alright.
I don't rate it. I reckon.
What you get when you were there? Wait, what you get when you were there?
No,
Guzman
Guzman is
is
not better.
so.
Nah,
why do
have
people overhype this place?
Nah.
It's not overhyped. It's good.
Overhyped.
Hey, no,
It's
I'm
good.
telling you, people
It's
are getting
good.
the
It's
wrong
not bad.
order. People are
Okay,
getting the
I
wrong
wouldn't say
order.
it's good. It's not bad.
Alright, tell us.
You want me to put you all on? Go get nacho fries. Nacho fries, not taco. Nachos, nacho fries.
Whose
Extra
fries?
chicken.
Not your fries.
So instead of the what
My
is it called?
fries or not your fries.
No, nacho fries.
Oh, yeah, not yet.
Not
No,
your fries.
your nacho fries.
Okay.
What's that?
I haven't been. Well, you're
Oh,
telling
sorry.
me.
My bad.
You're putting us on.
Nacho fries, extra chicken. You have to have extra chicken in your meal.
Yeah.
And spicy sauce. Let them put it. They're gonna put. It comes with jalapenos and all that. Unbelievable. And I think if you go on DoorDash, they're currently having a special for Guzman. Any order over $10.
Bro,
Bro, are you sponsored by them? Are they paying you?
Relax.
Are they paying you?
Relax. Any orders over $10, free delivery, and just make sure you put in the code Talking Trophies.
Let's put in the code.
How do you spell that?
That one you're gonna get everything for free there.
Oh man. All right, let's wrap it up. I think that was awesome, but I just want to say
I feel like we're missing like bare fast food places.
This guy still wants to talk about the fast food.
Right, I'm
one more.
hungry
Do one more. Do one more. I can't think of any more.
again. There's more. Surely.
Schnitz.
Schnitz?
Schnitz.
Yeah,
Schnitz
is
like grilled.
dirt.
Schnitz is D.
Dirt.
D. It's D.
Dirt, yeah, D for dirt.
D for dirt. There you go. I got
D.
you.
Actually,
And you pay. It's
Only
dirt,
like-
but you pay this much for it.
bro.
You know. So yeah.
Ridiculous.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go. Teal is done.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. But thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for
We
jumping
appreciate
on.
it.
Thanks for having us on,
Thanks.
inviting us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
for sure. You got us through our first recording.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It was your
Hopefully
first
it all
one.
goes good.
Yeah,
hopefully-
but yeah,
I don't know when it's gonna come out. I don't know. We probably want to record a few ones in advance first, but see what happens.
What date you reckon you guys gonna like? What month?
I don't know.
Probably.
We should probably have in our head like
Just
a
a rough
day we have
schedule.
to work for. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like end of March.
All right, sweet. If it's end of March, make sure you tune in to Talking Trophies. We do have a couple episodes in. We're in season 2 right now, so I don't know what episode you are up to right now, but yeah, Damien's kicking it. He's getting all the tuckies as always, and we're going hard.
Hey, if I want to follow you on Instagram, what's
So it's Talking Trophies, and
Oh yeah, so if you want to see a crazy hairline, follow at Rayvo. And if you want to see a pretty guy, then come to Fresh Prince of Burn City.
you know the vibes.
man?
Hey, shout out to Jay the cameraman.
Oh, Big J. Hey, come in the camera, man. Stop it. Who cares?
Come on, bro.
Come just poke your head in.
Nah, we have to keep him behind the camera so we can hype the face reveal. All right.
Jay. Do you reckon people like have a certain
True. J-Cam. Hype it up for J-Cam. Drop a
J-Cam.
J-Cam.
100%.
POV Jay?
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Make
Thank
sure
you,
to
boys.
give Talking Trophies a follow and check out their stuff. They do
Yeah.
some really awesome.
And show some love. Free parking, man.
Yes, sir.
That's it. I'm coming.
Do not pass go. Do not collect.
Do not
rent.
pass
That's
go.
not.
Do
We're
not
not
collect
rolling with
$200.
this.
Yeah.
Hey, do not pass go. And if you do pass go, collect your $200. Get that money.
You-
Let's get the bread, cuz.
Go
You
directly
rolled
to
three.
jail.
You rolled 3 doubles in a row. Okay, go to jail.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna do that at the intro, I reckon. 3, 2, 1. That was a crazy
That's
outro.
it. We're done.
That was 6, boys.
Sweet, boys.
That was nice, actually. Enjoyed that.
Oh, that was actually good.